My man, it is a very interesting day. But
Needless to say, it's a Monday.
It is a Monday, bro. Holy crap. Welcome. And we're doing something new. We are actually running live on YouTube and Instagram at the exact same time. So
is that officially going down at this moment?
that is officially happening right now. We've got 20 live lookers, 20 live looky-loos already on Instagram. So welcome everybody. This is a this is an interesting moment for the clan to begin to run here amok on both platforms.
Right, I just did a share too, so a little boosteroo. Guys, hang tight. We are going to send a link in the chat. Anybody that's dressed is welcome to come on down.
Yes. And Disruptor, what is up, bro? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. This is on about a 15-second delay on all platforms. So if you're following us on Twitter, if you're following us on YouTube, if you're following us on Instagram, feel free to chat away. And Theo, for Halloween, we were asked to dress up. So
I am dressed up.
You are dressed up.
I'm a dad.
I'm a dad.
I'm a dad incognito, bro.
So I went with Red Hood.
This fucking guy.
So promises fulfilled, ladies and gentlemen. Promises fulfilled. All right. I did it. I don't want to hear what anybody says. But without stopping too much. Shauna Saddam, good to see you. Thank you very much. Hello, Argentina. Hola.
Hey,
and hola, Brazil. We've got a few different people from around the world. So hola.
and yes, you can be half dressed. Only half of you is showing on the cam. So that's
well, you know what? I didn't say we're not going to go there. But without further ado, we should probably get into it. What do you think?
Cue it up.
Yeah, cue it up.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So how was your weekend? I mean, we're finally back on a Monday night.
How long has it been since we've done a Monday stream?
Since we've done a Monday, I can't even think of the last time we did a Monday night show. That's how freaking long it's been, man. It has been a minute.
It's not like we've been doing nothing. Okay.
Oh no. I mean, sale after sale every single month, conventions. There's been no shortage of content, and then we've still gone weekly. We've just been kind of picking up whatever days we could. Because I mean, you're coming back too, guys. We both had to recover. Like I collapsed for 2 weeks. Theo tried to sleep, and then he went to fucking New York like a goddamn animal. And then he came back and
I disappeared for a week. So yeah.
Yeah, he disappeared for a little bit. Way to ruin Monday Night Football, everybody. Black Belt Comics, thank you very much. Yes, that's exactly what we're here for. We're trying to ruin your Monday Night Football dreams. And
more than likely, yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
More than likely. That's this is what we get. This is what we get. So, as far as things going on, Theo, there's been a lot of different things happening, going on and about in the world. But as far as things go, something I would like to point out, because I'm just that guy. I'm just that petty. I always like to make sure that when I get the opportunity to actually be right, I get to call it out. And in this case, the Loki season 2 end of season spoiler came out. And I was right, dude. Loki is hopping into every single one of those alternate timelines to go pull his team back together. He's got to bring them all back in. And like I said, I'm petty as fuck. And I just want to make sure that, I could say for once I was right with the theory. I was right with
Sir, I think it's justified if you want to get up and do a little bow.
I'm wearing a DC outfit, so it kind of feels a little weird to be celebrating right now. But in the meantime, I'm just
okay. You're a variant.
Victory lap.
That's it.
I'm just going to take my victory lap for the one time. But yeah, it looks like, guys, it looks like everything in here. We have ourselves him hunting back through. We saw the spaghettification of everyone except Loki. So we see him coming back, getting thrown back into the multiverse of the 616 multiverses. And now he's got to go find Mobius. He's got to find the entire crew. So apparently Mobius is selling power sport ATVs, Sea-Doos, all the fun stuff. So I've been living my best life being
it's a brand name like Kleenex,
right? That's true. That is true. Hand me a Kleenex. You're absolutely right. But we're wondering, is Victor Timely also going to get a second chance at life? Because dude, his spaghettification was brutal, because I don't know if you saw it. Unlike what they did to Mr. Fantastic and Multiverse of Madness, they actually showed his rib cage,
everything,
and his spine and his skull. So that means he felt it, bro. He felt the tearing apart. I mean, we know Mr. Fantastic watched it happening in shock and awe, but I mean, he felt like every fiber, and even those strands stranded and just disappeared.
Okay, really quick, chat. I want to know which one was more devastating to watch, Mr. Fantastic, and then his head explodes, or Victor Timely, and you just see complete detail, like Phil said, splitting upon splitting. Which one do you think was more brutal?
I have to.
Which one looked more painful?
I think the most devastating had to be Multiverse of Madness, because that broke me. Because I'm a
that's not a fair comparison. It's Reed Richards. All right, which one looked more painful? That should be it. Which one looked more painful?
Okay, yeah, the more
you actually heard Reed Richards like screaming. He was like, "Dude, this freaking hurts."
And then I love the little pop at the end. This owl.
Everyone stands there like, "No, she didn't." Like, yeah, she did. What are you gonna do about it?
Well,
he did nothing.
That entire movie.
Shout out to Legion. He says, "Wait, Loki's a 2-part." Yeah. So when is the second part?
No. It's this is the last 2 episodes. This is the last.
Oh, okay.
So it's not there's no second half of the season. This is the end of the season, my friend. What we have here is it. Now the last 2 things I predict would be OB is a robot, right? And last but not least, that this was the official start of the Secret Wars, right? But what's cool is, the song that they were playing, and then the remember that when it was exploding? That is the exact same song that was played at the introduction of the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars announcements by Marvel last year.
Okay.
So that song was confirmation. So was at least the exact same song played. So obviously it's a part of the Kang Dynasty. We know that that's happening for sure from this show anyways. But is this also the beginning of Secret Wars? That was the same song that was used for the introduction of both films. It's a good question. But I did see that today as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. At any rate, yeah. So
nerd alert.
Some Loki news. I don't know.
Louise, how are you, sir? Welcome.
Did you see anything new this weekend, Theo? Any good movies?
Movies,
television, anything interesting that you checked in on?
I mean, not really. I mean, I watched Disney Plus movies with my kids over the weekend, so
yeah,
I could tell you about Hocus Pocus.
I can tell you Five Nights at Freddy's was definitely.
We can talk about The Nightmare Before Christmas. Sure.
Oh yeah, that's a classic too. Those are
guys. Hey, if you have kids out there, I was a little skeptical, but I think the appropriate age is like 8, 9 plus.
For Nightmare Before Christmas?
In my opinion, yeah.
To appreciate it for what it is, too. You know, I mean,
Well,
you can watch it
there's
younger.
some creepy parts of that movie. Let's not lie to ourselves.
Oh, yeah,
Okay?
absolutely.
If you're like,
absolutely.
5 years old, you're probably going to be like having a freaking nightmare. But
yes, I do agree. I do agree. Hello, Instagram. Again, it's good seeing you guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
I still haven't watched Goosebumps. I need to watch Goosebumps.
Goosebumps has been good. This last episode was really nice. I do have to say, though, my daughter and I were pretty disappointed in Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's did not live up to the hype. It wasn't bad, but for those that have played the game, a little bit of lore and background, it really wasn't hitting it. Honestly, it was the robots kind of turning good that kind of threw me for a loop, right? Like all of a sudden the robots are just like, no, we're going to help. And it was kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. It threw me for a loop, but Goosebumps, I have been enjoying consistently through the entire season, actually, for a week to week. It's been nice. Not Loki good, but
nothing's been Loki good. And Awesome Sauce.
Yeah.
Long story short, first one's better than the second one. And I think both of them are pretty good overall, appropriate for kids of most ages. Maybe not.
Yeah.
But
Hocus Pocus especially. Pocus especially.
I think it's like all ages.
No, Hocus Pocus was definitely good. I can't make any complaints.
It's like a Halloween classic,
That is a Halloween classic. My daughter and I are specifically waiting for that for tomorrow. That and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Those two are classic movies in our house every Halloween. Those are movies that play.
It has to be on, right? Yeah.
Yes. You have to get through that. It's like Christmas without A Christmas Story. Or it's kind of like that, right? It's kind of like in Home Alone, and there's just some movies that just automatically make it on there. Die Hard. Die Hard.
Come on.
Is there anything more classic than Die Hard?
I love how that's become a Christmas classic.
Thanksgiving classic in our house too is like the marathon of Harry Potter movies. I've seen that a lot because it's like you get that whole day, and for us it's either Lord of the Rings, like Thanksgiving, and then the next day when you get the whole day
Thanksgiving, Harry Potter.
Yeah, and then Harry Potter for that as well, because I mean it's all the perfect fall festival, like, and then Christmas is a big part of Harry Potter movies every single year, right? Because he has nobody to celebrate with, or he's just got Ron and Hermione. It's kind of like always a thing, right? So I feel like that's
They better not be kicking around a third one.
They are kicking around a third one.
Well, they need a redemption one. So hey,
I've heard that. Yeah, the second one wasn't bad, but it definitely was nowhere on par.
Gremlins for Christmas. Yeah. Oh, the second one.
Yeah. It was. Oh, Gremlins is a good Christmas movie as well. I have to say
Not
that.
For kids, but have you seen Fall of House of Usher?
The Fall of the House of Usher. Yeah, Usher.
No.
Yeah, I saw a preview to it,
Good.
and it looks good. So it's by the guys that made Haunting on Hill House, if I remember correctly. Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong. Ryan, please let me know. But I believe it's from the creators of the Haunting on Hill House. And it's
House on Haunted Hill?
House on no, this is the Netflix Haunting on Hill House.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw that, but it was another like mini series kind of thing. And but it looks good. It looks good. It looks like it's there's some kind of corporation. They're a business that's made a lot of people rich. They're kind of banding together. And at the same time too, somebody's leaking secrets, and they put a bounty off of whoever it is internally that is doing it. So it sounds, dude, yeah, it sounds brutal. It's almost like a human manhunt kind of thing. And I could be wrong again, guys. So chat, please correct me. But
National Lampoons, yeah. Yeah.
National Lampoons. I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's good here and there, but I can't do it every holiday. I've kind of gotten out of
this one. I think I could do every holiday, which is Home Alone 2. Maybe not Home Alone 1's great. Don't get me wrong, but Home Alone 2 does like scream Christmas.
Lost in New York.
Well, because it's Lost in New York. Think about it. You get all the lights. He's in the toy store. It's just puking Christmas, bro.
Yeah, it is.
The
it is
entire
100%.
The entire time,
100% sponsored.
It's like Hallmark made that movie, bro.
Yeah. It's like that scene in Wayne's World where they're like, "We will never bow to corporate sponsors," and they're like, "Let me get some pizza from Pizza Hut, new print, small, yellow." And you've got like Garth back there with an entire Reebok outfit on, like, "Yeah, I hate it when people sell."
I hate it when people sell themselves short.
Yeah, right. It's just like crazy town, dude.
Caviar, what's up, bro?
So yes, everybody, thank you for joining, and again, welcome. Appreciate seeing everybody in both platforms. Yes, the creative between The Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, and The Fall of the House of Usher. Yes, nice. So I'm probably going to check that out. I might watch an episode tonight after the show, because it really did look that cool, and I've heard a ton of people talking about it. I have a friend, Alex, who
seems like the chat's all about it right now.
Yeah. Based on the stories of Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, we totally skipped Halloween, and Christmas has officially taken over. Yeah, Scrooge is another classic.
Scrooge is a classic.
Yeah, dude.
Scrooge is a classic. But you know what? For me, like my Pence ultimate every single year Christmas, and this is probably gonna get me a ton of flack in chat. It probably is, but Mickey's Christmas Carol. Ever since I was a kid, every single year, I always play Mickey's Christmas Carol. It's like 15 minutes.
I can respect that. You know what mine is?
What?
And like every year, like one of my kids is super excited, but like one of them's like, "Are we really gonna watch this right now?" And that is the old school, like old. I think you have to go like on YouTube to find it now. And that's the Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman. Oh yeah, like the claymation.
The old Frosty the Snowman.
The Irving Berlin one, right?
Yeah,
it's like
and the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Hood Rat.
What's up, Hood Rat? It's good to see you.
Gotta get some National Lampoons all day.
Let's get some comic banter going back in here again, Ian.
Yeah, we're already on Christmas, bro. We gotta get you in. Everyone's ready for Christmas. It's done.
Dude, yeah. I mean, Halloween's gonna be here in 24 hours, Theo. Halloween will be over on the East Coast, at least. It's 10:30 here right now, right? So in 24 hours, we are done with Halloween at this point. So I guess all we're waiting for is Mariah Carey to break onto the radio and just basically start, crushing our souls. That's the one thing I can do without. That's the one Christmas tradition I could be done with, is all I want for Christmas is you. I can just that I'm ready to let go of, but I'm afraid, unfortunately, that's as Christmas now.
It's already Christmas at Costco.
Nat King's chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I'm afraid Mariah Carey's made it into that level of always keeping
I said Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
So Bon Peyton says, I have to watch Meet Me in St. Louis and Polar Express. Oh yes, those are two definite things. Like Meet Me in St. Louis, we do like our older movies in this house. That is definitely a tradition. Polar Express,
sleeper.
I like the story, but the animation's kind of creepy. Like all the kids look so much alike. It's just a little, I don't know. It's like every single child looks like Tom Hanks. Like every single kid looks like Tom Hanks. It's kind of like, I don't know. Just
so me. Is this show gonna go into that direction? Are we gonna start tipping on Joe Rogan's toes here?
Oh no.
Chat, what if this show started turning into conspiracy theories? Would you love it or would you hate it? Let me know.
They're all his children, folks. They are all his kids. It would be very creepy, but we could, I mean, conspiracy theories. We're not far from them.
This man said "Boys in the
Hood." Boys in the Hood. What?
Hey, it's a tradition.
I mean, okay, all right. It's definitely a tradition. It's definitely a tradition. Yep. Queen of Bloodhaven, good to see you. Merry holidays. Yes. Merry holidays. We're just getting a little bit into like, unfortunately, like we said, there's chaos with this. Theo and I try not to script too much of any one of these episodes, and we were just going to talk about Halloween stuff.
There has never been a show, guys, that like literally we've scripted. By the way,
no. What's the plan? We're going live. That's the plan. I think we tried at first, like we tried to have theme nights, and even that just went so far sideways. We're just like, no, we're just showing up on Monday, 10 o'clock. We're gonna figure this out as we go.
I'm gonna watch Rugrats. Okay,
and here we are.
I like Rugrats.
Rage drunk conspiracy theories could be fun. RMC Collectible says, that definitely we might have to have a night where
we'll make you guys come over to YouTube. Is that what it's gonna take, you fuckers?
Well. And next week, not this Thursday, but next Thursday is the final episode of Loki.
Ooh, watch
and we want to do a live show. Oh my God, Theo, I'm going to be in Florida. I'm going to be in Florida at a work retreat thing at a hotel. Why is it every single time we decide to do a live viewing party, I'm on hotel Wi-Fi?
Guys, if Phil can't do it, I'm going to do it. I will be there. Okay.
I'll make sure he is fully set up for it. And I will figure it. Look at this. He's already just like, yeah, since I'm going to have to take double duty that day, Phil's on his own.
Yeah. So Phil's on his own right now.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah. Exactly.
Superhero Christmas Story. Actually, hey, have you ever seen the Avengers Christmas Story?
No.
Yeah, it's where they're on a mission to save Santa Claus because Loki's trying to steal his powers, and that's when they go over like Santa Claus being like an Omega level mutant, and like basically the principles of time and space do not apply to him, and that's why he's like super strong, super fast, all that. And Loki ends up stealing Santa Claus's abilities. And then it's the Avengers that have to take him down and like give Santa back his power.
Oh, really?
Probably one of the best superhero Christmas stories. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it.
Done. I will have to keep that in mind, dude.
Yeah, I will have
to keep that in mind. That is crazy. 100% crazy.
And like everybody said, cancel it. Okay, cancel it. Look, Loki first. Okay, look
at this. Oh, dude, 100%. Yeah, I could agree with that. What's with the live reaction hotel time? I don't know, Into the West. It's something that we've got to discuss. Last time I was there in Vegas, I should have just found out where you guys were and just gone there, because that would have worked hella better. It really should have. Now, future reference, we know.
I do want to make one announcement though before we go down another black hole, and I forget because I think we're about to start bringing some people in here. But friendly announcement: Instagram can hear me. Is this correct?
Oh yes, Instagram.
And we're dual streaming right now on Instagram and YouTube, which is pretty insane. Shout out to Phil on this, but we were able to lock down 2 more collections, so I think those will be ready for us to go out there next year. Early next year, like January, February. So guys, the offer's still out there, $500 finder fee. If you find a collection, myself and Phil go out there and sell it on Instagram. We'll pay you $500. But yeah, thank you everybody that helps us and supports us. We were able to lock down 2 more this past week. So thank you guys.
Ooh, nice. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
100%. All right. So for a moment here, I'm going to start grabbing the Theo, you're going to entertain for a moment while I get the link together and I start putting that out there for everybody. So give me one moment.
All right. Sounds good. So we're going to start bringing some people in here.
Yeah, we're gonna
guys, you have to be clothed from the waist up.
Give everybody the opportunity.
And we can kind of treat the last, I can't believe we've already been live for 40 minutes. So guys, we can kind of treat the last 30 minutes of this session as like a Q&A. If anybody has any questions about anything that's happened in comics, pop culture over the past week, we're here for it. I know there was a few things that popped off over the weekend.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There were a few things. There were certainly a few things, my friend. Yeah. Certainly a few things. All right. Getting the link out here in the chat for everyone. One moment. Inviting. And if you
it's for
are, we only have so many spots. So feel free to go ahead and join us for a few moments if you like. Do I get a finder's fee if I just sell you all of my stuff? Yes.
Yeah, you do actually.
There you go. There you go.
So for example, if it's like your own collection and you're like, you know what, I'm ready to make some money, or I'm ready to downsize or move on, or whatever the case may be, and it seems like it's, you know, worth me and Phil coming out there to sell it, and we do, yeah, you'll basically start off plus 500.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right, guys. So anybody willing to hop in and join us for a few? Go right ahead.
Yeah, Luis, that's never a good thing, man. No, it's never a good thing.
Amen to that. Let's see here. All right, that's running there. And let's see who we can get ourselves in here. But at any rate, yeah, it's been a lovely, amazing, great week. A lot of drama that is for sure going on every single time, no matter how hard we try not to. This community always seems to get something going on. But let's see what you guys want to talk about. Tell us what is on your mind, whether you can make it or not. Let us know. Let us know. So feel free to bring it up right now because we're here for it. That said, I like comic book thieves. Oh, OnlyFans, awesome sauce. Yeah, no kidding, right? No kidding, right?
You guys are gonna get us canceled.
I feel like that may be the case. I do think that may be the case. 100%. 100%. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Oh,
our good buddy Vin. What's going on, homie?
How you guys doing?
What is good, my dude? How you been?
Just chilling.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing?
Oh, absolutely.
Another day in paradise, right now. Friend. Another day in paradise.
Nothing right now.
You guys gonna give out candy tomorrow or what?
What was that?
You gonna give out candy tomorrow or what?
The way he said that too, it's like, hey, you guys gonna give away some candy tomorrow?
Yeah, you gonna give away some candy? Is that what's happening tomorrow? Yeah.
You know, I think, I don't know. Me and my wife, we got to pick straws, but it's kind of looking like I might be the one sitting on the front step with a big bucket of candy.
Is she gonna go around with the kids?
Oh, she goes around with the kids and the mother-in-law. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of the kids isn't feeling well, so they're gonna have to miss trick or treating. But they're lucky because, you know, grandma's here, so she gets to go around and get another pillowcase full for him. Lucky.
Oh, nice.
But the kid doesn't have to do the work. I don't feel bad for him at all. I mean, it's nice to dress up, but let's be honest. If you didn't have to go trick-or-treating and you just had a pillowcase full of candy handed to you as a kid, winning. Like, winning. I mean, yeah, you might be a little upset, but there's a big old cachet of candy. I think you'd be just fine, right?
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Got a quick question for you guys. Are you guys gonna watch that Godzilla TV show on Apple?
Oh, hell yeah!
I'm kind of mad because I don't have Apple TV.
What's that coming out on?
Apple TV, I think.
Yeah, it's an Apple TV show. It looks dope. I'm not gonna lie.
It does.
It looks really freaking good. I am not gonna lie.
Not cheap looking at all.
Yeah. Ms. Bird City says, Ms. Bird City, welcome on Instagram. She says, Vin, your posts always make her laugh. So
thank you so much.
Sincerely appreciate. Sincerely
you.
appreciate it. Yes. Yeah, you should go. Yeah, it's been wonderful enjoying your posts, homie. You've always got some great posts out there. Sincerely.
you
Oh
so
yeah, I
much.
always show it to
Sincerely.
my wife. She's like, "That's fucking hilarious."
Yeah. So has your wife finished your Millennium Falcon yet, Vin?
No, you want
What?
to see? I think I could take you guys over there. Can I turn
Well,
the camera around here or something?
you can do whatever you like. If you like, I can just
Let me
pause the
see.
camera for a second while you walk over there. If it's easier for you to not have to worry about that. So I'll if you like, I'll let you do that while you get over there. But yeah, I remember seeing the post, and Vin, you were telling me about how much you don't always enjoy putting those out there. So I can completely understand it can be a little confusing at times. But all right,
there we
Vin,
go.
you're back. There we
Well,
are.
I can't turn it around.
show
But
me
I
No,
what
you
you
can't
it
turn your
is.
camera around. Nope, not with this one. So,
That's
oh,
what it's looking like right now.
we're coming
And she's
along.
watching you guys, of course. Look at that.
She's working this right now. You are a taskmaster, homie. What the
Yeah.
heck? Can't she have a break?
Yeah, she's watching you guys too. Look. At the
Hey,
same time.
Hey, it's okay. You can
Oh.
blink twice if you need help.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Rage dresses like John Wick to hand out candy. Exactly.
She still has to fix our Ghostbusters.
No, yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to sit on my front step in a black suit.
Just in with a pen.
And the Simpsons house right there too. She still has to fix those.
You
They
know,
were like, thrown in our shed since we
Putting
moved.
us to shame, bro.
yeah, I know, dude. I
Hey,
do.
honey.
He's just like, yeah, no, this is the wifely duties tonight. This is what it
Oh,
this
yeah.
is what it is to get completed.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
man.
know what mine would say, which is why I'm glad she didn't hear me. She would like literally like, hey, you want to help me build a Millennium Falcon? She's like, I'm growing a baby. Get out of my face.
Yeah,
Like,
I know,
"All
right?
I'm done."
She goes, you want
I'm
you want me
done.
to shove that Millennium Falcon somewhere else? You think it's
You win.
uncomfortable? You think it's uncomfortable when you step on Legos? Try having one.
Yeah. Honestly,
Yo, if you know, you know.
I'm not
Karen.
into
If
building
you know,
them.
you know.
And if I touch him, I do it in such a bad mood that I mess it up. That's why she don't let me touch him. So
Oh yeah, I can understand that. So she sees you screw him up once in a while, huh?
yeah, she's like addicted to like jigsaw puzzles and building those things. So
That's cool.
there's like a big stack in the garage of jigsaw puzzles already finished and glued. Sometimes we put one on the wall and then we switch them around.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I saw that was really cool. I saw that if you pull it up, like if you're like pulling it towards you and then you pull it up in the air, the entire puzzle will stay together. And you can hold the puzzle up like a picture in the air, like a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So like if you pull it so that way it's coming up at the same time and it's just completely level. Like I saw somebody do that on TikTok the other day, and I'm just like, that's a big risk, but boy, it looked cool. It looked cool as shit.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Since you're saying that, and my wife is watching, next time she finishes one before she glues it, I'm gonna go do that. If it falls apart, you know who's at fault.
Just
You all
remember,
know
move
who's at
quickly,
fault. Who gave
quickly,
you the idea?
quickly and fluidly. All right, quickly and fluidly. You got it. It's like pulling out a tablecloth. It's not that fast, or you're gonna tear it. But it's a very fluid movement. I saw
You're gonna set this man up. I have
Like
a
pulling the cloth out of the table.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay. If I'm gonna do this to anybody, I shouldn't do it to Vin.
Hey, that's Big Pimpin'. Is that Lego?
What's up, Awesome Sauce Radio? Welcome.
There's no giving on his Lego brick with hardwood floor.
Oh, that's the worst.
You know what the worst is, Luis? Tell me if you've done this, because I just did this like a week ago. It's when you step on it on wood, and not only does it go in and give you like the you stepped on Lego feeling, but then you slide with it and like almost break your friggin' back while you do it. Yeah, that happened to me, bro. I literally stepped on a Lego and like slipped and fell right on my butt. It was.
Did you scratch the floor with it too? Because those things.
Thank goodness. No, I did not.
Oh, dodge something there, because that's nothing worse than having to refinish the floor too. Ugh, damn. Yeah. Damn. And this thing's leather, and it's getting hot.
Was that like a full suit, or
how did
just wearing like the
do
jacket and?
Yeah, it's a full suit. It's got like this is the vest part to it, and it's all leather, dude. All leather. Yeah,
that looks.
I was gonna try and take it off,
but it looks good as hell.
It's dope. It's dope, but damn, it's a beast. Oh. So yeah, but I got my undershirt there for it. Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh yeah. But no, I mean it's a great jacket. It's got a wonderful hood to it. Yeah, it's pretty dope. I was impressed with it. So, but yeah, it's ungodly hot. I tried cosplaying that. Lo, for those that don't know, shout out to Lucifer. She's not here right now, but Lo got me into cosplaying, and I decided to wear that one. And usually I wear my Guardians of the Galaxy one, which is just the jacket and a t-shirt, right? Because Star-Lord only usually wears a t-shirt. Yeah. Well, that thing is all leather, bro. Leather pleather, whatever the hell it is. And I was just a bucket of sweat. It was, you know what, from a weight loss perspective, it was probably the best moments in my life. I had never lost so much weight all in one moment. Because it was just like, ugh. But yeah, dude, it was absolutely crazy. Skeff, Posh, Comic Bros, Comic Spot, welcome. Good to see you guys. Silver Age, Grail Hunter, Brazil Comic Hunter, welcome in. Saying hello to our friends over on Instagram. It's good seeing you guys. I fried some extra vinegar. Nice. Nice. What's up, Glazer? 116. Who can sing? You know, not me. No. That's who. That's who can. That's who can sing, not me. And guys, remember, chat, we have, if you guys are interested and on YouTube, you can feel free to hop in and join us for a short set if you like. But yeah, there is the link if you would like to join us. Vin, what question would you have? What's got a good question for you lately that you'd want to get answered?
Yeah, let us know. It could be anything, sir. It could be.
I kind of need like a
within reason.
I kind of need like a little explanation of the Loki part, you know, because I don't read as much Marvel as I do DC, but I'm a little confused. So what do you guys think the theory is that everything's gonna reset after in the next episode? Like, is he starting from the first episode again or something like that?
So I don't think they're like following any in particular storyline on this one, like Disney or like MCU wise. They always kind of like maybe use it as like an outline, but they always throw in like their own little things in there.
Yep.
Okay.
So based on what I've heard and the way it looks and the way it sounds, when that explosion went off, that was like everybody like being blown up.
Yeah.
Like essentially dying.
So you think it's just everybody's just gonna wake up like in the first episode and Loki's gonna be the only one remembering like what the hell just happened or something?
I don't know.
I think the TVA exploded, right? I think the TVA is an area outside of time that exploded. And when it did that, it essentially sent everybody back to their starts, everybody back to their original timelines where they have to be pulled through. And that's where Loki's going to have to go back to each one of those to try and get the gang back. That's what I believe happened, because that's the only thing that makes sense without then the destruction of all the multiverses and the entire MCU's toast, right? That didn't happen. The MCU did not just completely spaghettify.
That's what should have happened.
TVA. It was just the TVA. So we got a question from W. Glazer. If you're driving your boat through the desert and your boat gets a flat tire, what should you have in your pocket? I have no idea, Glazer.
You shouldn't be driving a boat in the desert.
I've seen weirder.
How did you get the boat in the desert? That's what I want to know.
I don't know if you've watched Grand Tour, the British
what
show.
Desert is this, and what boat are you driving that goes on sand?
Exactly. So let us know the answer.
There's a lot of questions I have on this one, sir.
We're asking. We need to know. So let us know. As long as it's appropriate and I can say it live on the air without getting banned, you will get your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it feels like, all right, should I read this out loud or not?
Well, that's what I'm trying to read.
Okay.
If you're driving your boat through the desert and your boat gets a flat tire, what should you have in your pocket? Blue, because ice cream doesn't have bones. I'm not sure what that means. So I'm going to take you at your word for that one.
All right, sir. You just lost one question.
And scene. But yeah, so Silver Age Grail Hunter says, why do boats have tires? Why do boats have tires? That's a good question. I do not know.
Boats don't have tires. What are you guys smoking?
So
what
Channing
boat
Tatum
has a tire?
So Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz supposedly just got engaged.
It's so random.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
It's Catwoman and
like what Vince said. Why?
Catwoman and wannabe Gambit just got engaged. So I'm looking at comicbook.com right now.
You can't even call him Gambit.
Yeah, just Google it right
now. He hasn't earned that yet.
I don't know, man. It's what's here.
Yeah, look, like what Ryan said. Banned. Yeah.
Banned. Yeah, Fantasy 5 and Dime. Yes, you know it, my friend. It's good to see you. Oh, geez, look at these three stooges, Fantasy 5 and Dimes. He's got a nice little crying face. Oh, well, it could be 4 if you'd be here. We've got a link out there on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not like we haven't a gajillion times told you about our YouTube channel.
I know.
Talk about nerd shit.
Theo, have we ever said link in our bio? Have we ever said link in our
bio?
Have
I ever said link in my bio? Maybe once.
Today. And yesterday and the day before and the day before. But yeah, dude, no, it's crazy. Also in, other less probably interesting news, apparently we've also got some other good shows coming out, like Invincible season 2 is dropping quite soon, I believe. Am I wrong?
That's gonna be good.
It should be coming out in the next 2 weeks. Is it not the next 2 weeks?
I thought it was like a week.
Well, let me look.
Yeah, that's gonna be good though.
At the coming calendar.
That's like one of those shows for me, like I can't watch that with the fam.
Oh no. No, November 3rd.
Dude, I watched like the first 2 episodes with the wife, and literally the wife, she likes scary movies and stuff like that, but literally she was like, okay, this show is nuts. And I'm like, right? She's like, I don't want to watch this. I'm like, you haggle me to watch scary movies and all kinds of other crazy crap, and you can't watch this? I was like, whatever, fine. I want to watch it by myself.
Word, right? Yeah. No, I'm definitely going to be there for it. I'll watch it. I enjoyed the first season. It was definitely a breath of fresh air, especially coming from Amazon, because Amazon can be kind of hit or miss sometimes. The Boys has been great, but I mean, just like in general, right? So Spidey Man 22, hello, welcome, good to see you. Brandon, you just finally watched Loki, like the entire series, or just the most recent episode? Clarify,
because so I play Fortnite, but
I need to worry.
Ryan says the people that made Spider-Man 2, which has been doing really well from what I've heard, the same people are making a Wolverine game. Ooh,
yes, and they will be, and it's been announced. Insomniac has confirmed that Wolverine video game lives in the exact same Insomniac Spider-Man universe.
Oh,
so Miles Morales and Insomniac Spider-Man live in the same world as Wolverine. So might we get that? That's why there was a Wolverine outfit that you can get in Spider-Man 2. There is a Wolverine outfit that they can wear. So is there a crossover coming? Very well could be. And I would be okay with that. I mean, the Insomniac Spider-Man games have been massively consistent in just being strong, great games. I might be actually excited for a Wolverine game, dude. Like,
yeah, that should be fun.
Like, Theo, what are you gonna do when the Wolverine game comes out?
Not play it.
Are you gonna get something that you can play that on immediately? Because I don't see you waiting for that one to go on sale. I'm just saying.
I only have an Xbox right now. Is it on PC?
I don't know. Did they announce it just for PlayStation?
I think they announced it just for PlayStation.
Another reason why I got to get a PlayStation now. I might have to get a PlayStation.
This might be the straw that breaks
the
camel's back,
dude.
You're gonna be telling your wife
Spider-Man game. All my friends tell me Fortnite's better on there. I'm like, all right.
It's kind of like at this point, this is going to be the thing where you're just like, honey, for Christmas, I want a PS5. I mean, for the family, of course. It's for all of us.
I might wait for a PS6.
You're gonna be waiting a while. They just upgraded the PS5 for this year, so yeah, it's gonna be a minute.
You don't think it'd be like in a year, maybe?
Maybe more.
I'd say probably two. I'd say probably 2 years.
I don't know about 2 years, but
I bet it would be 2.
If it was like 6 months to a year, I would wait.
If you wait for the PSX to play the Wolverine, you're gonna be playing Old Man Logan.
I know. Oh man, yeah. I agree. But it looks dope. It looked dope the first time. So I'm very interested to see where that would go. I think they're exclusive to PlayStation. So what is it? Amazon has a huge international library that can be off-putting. Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus libraries have a broader range because they have the titles lots of people own, like Marvel, FX, various other studios, while Amazon does not. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Fantasy 5 and Dime, good insight there on why I'm just kind of like, I find Amazon very hit or miss. And I didn't dislike the Lord of the what was the Ring show that they were doing? You know what I'm talking about? Not Wheel of Time, but the spinoff from the Lord of the Rings. And not that I'm mad about it, but it wasn't it wasn't as good as the movies in any way, shape, or form. But it wasn't bad. It was just inconsistent for me to really care. But the Wheel of Time was kind of a disappointment. So I mean, except Vox Machina, I haven't really found anything I really enjoyed there, and that's very much a D&D
there
thing.
You go.
Yeah, very much a D&D thing. Everyone needs to hit yes, please. Ring of Power. Thank you so much. You got it.
Power.
Very much so. You just got it. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and that's some of the biggest stuff. When will Blue Beetle start streaming? Questions we don't really care about.
Does anybody care?
Exactly, right? Does it matter to anyone at this point? Can anybody raise a hand who's going to go see Aquaman like opening weekend? Like who feels like they need to see Aquaman? Can anybody raise their hand for me? Because I'm not sure.
I would literally rather take the cost of that ticket and like go on like eBay or some other or whatnot or whatever and impulse buy a comic book with that money.
I'll wait for it to be free on HBO Max.
Yep, I would rather take that money and impulse buy a comic book.
And even then,
go take time out of my day to sit there and watch that.
So I have a conundrum for you guys. You have to do one or the other. You have to do one or the other. The Marvels or Aquaman 2.
Marvels all day, because at least at the end of that tunnel, there might be some light.
There might be some light. All right.
It'll let us know something for the next movie. Yeah.
At least I might get my money's worth with a post-credit scene. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I would believe that. Wheel of Time, one of the greatest book series of all time, but it was a huge disappointment of a show. The pacing paid off better. Yeah. I agree with that. Everybody's answering. I'm getting the Marvels. Wow. Wow. But you know what's funny though?
Man.
This is probably the first time all year anybody would actually say they would see the Marvels in a live show. I had to put it up against Aquaman 2 for anybody in a live show to be like, you know what? I'll see the Marvels. Yeah, I'll do it.
That was sneaky.
Go see that.
You know what? If I have to,
it's like you're forcing us to go see the Marvels.
But that was the choice.
It's like,
man.
what do you
I mean,
want?
what are
Death
you
by
gonna do?
shark or by piranhas?
I know, right? Are you going to be eaten by goose or by some deranged homicidal dolphin? Yeah. I don't know. It's Rage votes for Doctor Strange 2. Zero delay. Welcome. And he's triggered. Everybody, I have to take Theo offline for a moment before he freaks out. But yeah, exactly, right. It's yes, Fantasy 5 and Dime says the same thing you guys do, that they would see the Marvels strictly because it is a continuation of at least a storyline that we still know is continuing to progress. It's something that they already know, and it has a future. Whether or not we like all the parts and pieces, there's still a future to it. Versus Aquaman 2 is just basically like, why?
I did not know there was a new Trolls movie.
I saw that.
Oh, okay. I could get with this.
I saw that, but unfortunately, that wasn't in the request. You don't get to pick neither Trolls. I said A or B. Blue pill, red pill.
C, Trolls.
That was the blue or the red pill. All right, that's what you had right there. That's what you had. No other things. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, too, Good Burger 2. There's a Hunger Games movie coming out.
The Napoleon movie too. He's going for a second Oscar.
Yeah.
What movie?
Yeah, I've heard that Joaquin is going for a second Oscar.
Napoleon Dynamite.
No, Napoleon. The world leader.
Napoleon.
Okay. Dude, you almost, okay, sweet.
Wow,
you almost got
Theo.
me super excited here.
Wow, Theo.
If you're talking about a Napoleon Dynamite number 2, bro.
That would be amazing, though.
Dude,
you know what?
That is what we need right now.
That would actually be cool.
We
I would
need
be okay
a
with that.
Napoleon Dynamite too.
Send
that guy a message.
There's a creator on Instagram that does an old Napoleon Dynamite. He looks like him, but he looks like Napoleon Dynamite was like maybe he ended up with a meth problem and lives in the middle of like nowhere by himself.
Bring back the original cast, running back.
Yeah, I can see it. And supposedly as well, there is conversation coming from the director and from Jason Momoa that as long as James Gunn's good with it, they would love to come back for Aquaman 3.
Oh, I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would love a paycheck.
Oh God, please don't. I can't.
They
No.
should just give us Lobo.
I can't. So Venomized Comics are like, so are you guys actually excited to see the Marvels?
No, that wasn't the question, bro.
That wasn't the question. No,
okay, the question was, would I rather? Okay.
Would I? It was like marry, kill. Okay.
And remember, it was more as soon as an option like the Trolls came up, we quickly jumped bandwagon there. Okay, that was it. I'm done.
Yes. So Rebel Moon coming out on Netflix, or is that going to actually have a theatrical release too? No, that's going to be Netflix. But Rebel Moon looks kind of cool. That was the Snyder movie that he pitched to Star Wars, to Lucasfilm, that he wanted to make. They said no, it was like too dark, and he decided to go ahead and make it anyways, but in his own way. So yeah, Rebel Moon. Have you seen a preview to that?
No.
It looks pretty good. Check it out. If you haven't seen it, Google Rebel Moon. It's got a really kick-ass promo. I was impressed. I think it looks cool. It's going to be a 2-parter. But yeah, that's coming out as well. And Wonka, a movie I really didn't need a prequel to, but Wonka's coming out. I don't know, man. I saw Timothy Chalamet, and he's all smiles and giggles.
Is this a continuation?
I think he looks good.
Is this a continuation?
No, it's a prequel. It's a prequel. How he becomes Wonka. How he becomes Wonka. And
I could be down with that. I could be down with that though.
If you've seen the preview, you'll see my gripe. If you see the preview, you'll see my gripe.
Because like if they did it where like they show him exploring, learning about like different like flavors and coca, and that's where like he finds the Oompa Loompas and like really make it like an adventure movie, that could be dope.
So he moves into a town where there's 5 chocolate shops, and he decides he wants
I'm
to
not
open his
interested
own.
anymore. Fire it.
And Hugh Grant is the leader of the Oompa Loompas that works for him or with him or something like that. So Hugh Grant is the Oompa Loompa.
So random.
And
together with random stuff, who else got
together with this other girl, they learned the joy of chocolate making and its magic. And there's your movie. And scene. So that's all I've gotten from it so far. Vin, I know you're looking forward to it, so I'm going to shut up.
Over? Do you know?
Well, supposedly there might be an announcement tomorrow.
Okay.
I heard this over the weekend. That there may be an announcement on Halloween or the day after, because the studios are freaking out because there is only 7 weeks to make anything left in 2023. And that if they don't hit these marks in these next few weeks, that means 2025 for most of the movies that they wanted to premiere next year. And Warner Brothers, Disney, and Netflix are hurting so bad right now that they need a win. Warner Brothers needs Batman 2. Disney needs Deadpool. Disney needs and what was Netflix needs anything. Netflix needs anything right now. Netflix needs Stranger Things 4, right? They need these things so bad, these properties so bad, to get back out there, to get people to buy streaming, to buy movie tickets, whatever it may be, that they're just like, all right, it's supposedly that's coming. So we'll see how it goes, but that's where I heard things are going with the actual actor strike, that it's coming, because it's just trouble. They're all 3 in trouble, and they've all had bad years on top of that. So they need a win. They need a win.
Yeah, they definitely do.
So the Percy Jackson question from Instagram, Trent 1600. Do you think the Percy Jackson TV show on Disney will have good numbers? You know, I don't know if there's Percy Jackson fans in here.
Is it the original? Is it the original kid reprising his role?
No, Rick Rodan has come in to personally produce every episode. Every season will be 1 book in the story. The kid that played, did you see the Adam Project, the movie on Netflix that had Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds in it, and there's like a younger version of him? Yeah, when he goes back to meet his younger self. That kid's Percy Jackson. Honestly, it looks good. I'm interested. Yeah, I see that every couple of weeks, Ryan, and that could be good. That would be cool. I would be okay with that. I would be okay with seeing the Universal monsters in the same universe as DC. I wouldn't mind seeing Batman take on the original Dracula. The original Dracula. Yeah, right. Right. Batman versus Dracula, like the comic we had way back when. Could you imagine that as a movie? That would be dope. That would be dope.
That would be so cool. Yeah.
And honestly, I would love that. I would 100% be down with Universal purchasing. I would be down with anybody getting the DC properties away from the Warner Brothers flag. I would be down with anybody at this point. I was hoping Amazon was going to buy them, because I felt like Amazon needed a win so bad, and they just have money, period.
Yeah.
That they would do it. But you would think that they'd care more.
Just to visit his yacht.
Tree McGee says Phil just wants another Laurel and Hardy meets the Wolfman. Maybe that would be okay. Ellen Del Rey, welcome. Good to see you. Unfortunately, that will never happen. Says there. I need Galactus to crush the Skrull homeworld in the Marvel.
Yeah, guys, we're over on YouTube. Why are you on Instagram?
Well, right now. We've got about 15 people on Instagram right now. We need Galactus to crush. So Hell Destroyer Comics says we need Galactus to crush the Skrull homeworld of the Marvels, in the Marvels. That would be interesting. Galactus eats the Skrull homeworld. Well, the Skrull homeworld in the MCU is gone already, right? Was it taken over by the Kree? But they were basically run off their world in the MCU already.
Yeah.
Maybe in the Kree were essentially no, yeah. I don't know what happened to the Kree at the end of everything when the one mind or whatever the hell it is was destroyed by Captain Marvel. I don't know what really happened to the Kree after that. That might be interesting to see the Kree get wiped. I'd be down with that.
Jeez, bro.
Well, I'm just saying.
The way I see it, I just think when you just need like a really evil bad guy already, you know, like we always been saying.
Yeah.
Galactus would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's the rumor. Hell Destroyer Comics says that's the rumor. Galactus destroyed or destroys the Skrull homeworld. Yeah. Well, we've got a few people that can't join on YouTube because they're banned. So they're on Instagram right now. I've seen two. Tree McGee and
what did you guys do?
They're both like YouTube's banned me. The other one's like YouTube doesn't like me right now. So I don't know what you guys did, but thank you for still hanging out with us regardless. We do appreciate
you guys. Thanks.
We do appreciate it. That's this. It's like having 30 people in the room right now, so we do appreciate it. Anything read that's being good lately? I haven't been reading anything. Oh, ad blocking. Oh yeah, the ad blocking thing. If you don't sign up for the ad blocking, then they won't let you continue to watch shows. Yeah, that's pretty crappy. Yeah, we'll only know the truth when an MCU movie shows us or tells us 100%. Batman James Gunn rumor Leonardo. I don't really know. I don't understand that one, brother. You have to tell me somewhere else. But yeah, so otherwise it's been a good solid hour. Nice little power hour of Comics in Chaos and Vin.
And if nobody has any other questions, okay?
Yeah.
You want to just stare at us?
A staring contest.
What do you guys think about did you guys actually like the Batman, the actor?
Absolutely not.
No?
Fire him.
You mean
what's his name? Patterson?
He's talking about Sparkles.
Yeah.
Sparkles.
He's talking about Sparkles.
So hot take, I did like him. I think he did a good job playing Batman.
I
think he did a good job. I'm interested in the lawsuit. I'm interested to see what that lawsuit is. I'm interested to more see what the IP lawsuit where you guys, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but it's been 100% built around that somebody else pitched the Batman to them a number of years ago. And it was an IP steal, and somebody else basically wrote the movie that they made, and it really wasn't as original as they'd like to say, and they couldn't get a settlement together, and so the guy is taking them to court now. So that will be interesting. If that entire universe gets to potentially if Ryan Johnson, if that entire little area of DC gets nerfed, because technically it was made by somebody else. Is this where the Below the Waistline show starts, Ryan?
5 minutes.
You're gonna get us in trouble. Have you guys seen or read A Vicious Circle, Lee Bergero work? I haven't.
I have not.
Have you guys ever had a CGC signature series book come back with a smudged signature from Tree McGee?
No.
Thank God.
I've never had one, period. So I'm okay.
No, haven't fixed it.
Yeah, haven't fixed it, man. That was all their fault.
Honestly, and you know what you should do really quick? You should plant the seed, because they're probably not going to offer this, but you need to tell them when to fix that. And if they don't give you a solution how to do that, tell them to have the artist do a remark and fix this shitty signature.
Case in point.
Yeah, do a remark over the shitty sig and have them redo it.
Trent 1600.
I've seen people do that, by the way, and it looks great.
Trent 1600 has a question. I came here when you guys were talking about streaming. what do you guys think about Gen V? Are you enjoying it more than Loki season 2 right now? I am waiting for Gen V to be done, and then I'm going to watch it. That's what I'm waiting for.
I haven't even started it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I have not started Gen V because I want to see it. I want to see it done first. Because for me, if Gen V is like The Boys, there's going to be a lot of parts of that show that are going to be like I have to plow through it. I heard about one scene where a person shrinks, goes up a person's dick hole, and then like rips them in half. They Thanos them, but instead of through the butt, it's through the yep. And I hear that's a scene like in the first like episode, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait until the entire thing's done, so that way I know when I go through this show, I'm going to finish this show. Then I'm going to finish this show,
sir. I'm going to give you 5. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to put in a laughing emoji or a JK before you're banned.
Dirt drop.
Like just fucking banned. All right.
That's it. Man, Loki's been good, dude.
I get one chance. Loki. One chance.
Yeah.
Loki's been saving the Marvel universe right now.
Yeah. Hell Destroyer Comics says almost every DC character that you can think of has been cast by James Gunn technically at this point. According to his Hollywood sources, every single one of the DC characters have essentially been cast. That would be interesting. I'm not I would be interested in that. I'd be interested in knowing that. But yeah, that's from Hell Destroyer Comics. And Fantasy 5 and Dime says, while Affleck is my Batman and Bruce Wayne, Patterson did a fantastic job of the trauma dealing with the loss of his parents.
Yeah, right. He was a goober. What are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about? The guy might as well have sang a sonnet half the time, okay?
I think I still enjoyed him. I'm gonna side here with Fantasy 5 and Dime. I did the Riddler.
I mean, okay. And here's the thing: I get that, but you're wrong. But you're wrong.
That's wrong.
The thing. Like for this one, you're wrong.
Well, everybody's entitled to their individual opinions.
No, I just don't know. I just think the Riddler they made him a little too
realistic.
No. Too Jigsaw, you know.
Yes.
And he's supposed to be like at least the one I seen that's supposed to be a little crazy but he's still like there, you know what I mean? But this guy's like not there, and he's a little Jigsaw crazy, you know, and bloody, and I don't know. I think they overdid it with him. They went a different way.
Which character?
The Riddler.
That wasn't the Riddler.
The one with the mask.
The comics,
yeah,
no. That's yes, Ben. It was the Riddler in the movie, but Theo's letting you know that it's not the Riddler from the comics.
That was not the Riddler. That was some freaking weirdo.
No, right? You know what I mean, right?
Like, yeah, I do. That's a weirdo who freaking whacked off when he strangled somebody and incited a mass shooting. That is all he is a degenerate weirdo.
Yeah.
The Riddler, I at least have some respect for.
You do gotta admit that part in the prison where he's like, oh.
As I was saying, he's a freaking degenerate.
Yeah, that was crazy. The Ave Maria was pretty awesome. That was a good meme for me too. I was happy with that meme. So
they just I don't know. You know what? And we're talking about the Batman still. This is how much I can't stand that movie. Wasn't Colin Farrell in that movie?
Oh yeah, he was amazing.
Where? I didn't see him.
Oh, come on, man. There's lots of people that do lots of makeup jobs, things of that nature. He did a good job. Such a good job that you couldn't tell he was Colin Farrell. That's how good of a job he did. Then
why the fuck even cast him?
Yeah. Well,
just fucking get somebody else. You probably could have saved a lot of money too. Just saying. Maybe put that towards
Colin Farrell has not
been
expensive.
Or some better story writing.
But Colin Farrell has not been very expensive, Theo. Colin Farrell has not had a lot of hits lately. He has not been as in demand as he was in the early 2000s. Now, I'm not saying he's not more expensive than some other brand new to the market thing.
Is he your bullseye, Theo? Is he your bullseye?
Is he still your bullseye? You don't want him to be anything other than your bullseye?
He is bullseye.
taking paper clips and turning them into little.
Oh, dude, they need to cast him as bullseye.
They did. He was, and it was terrible.
No,
but again,
when it counts, bro.
Maybe he'll be in Deadpool 3.
Look at this, Daywalker. If I didn't love you, I swear I'd slap you. The Batman was awesome. Fine.
You made me miss. I never miss. Tree McGee says yes. Theo, you're allowed to have your opinion.
It just came in. Look.
So Theo says, excuse me, Five and Dime says, Theo, you're allowed to have your opinion. It's just wrong too. And mine's right. So
yeah, but I'm the one with the mic right now.
So
Journey, welcome in.
You're gonna have to join us one time. Hey, there's Comic Journey. What's the controversy tonight? We're complaining. Well, Theo's complaining about the Batman movie. Vin and I are okay with it. So's most of chat, but Theo's just mad.
Mighty Mike.
It was.
There hasn't been a Catwoman like that in a long time.
You know.
Honestly, Michelle Pfeiffer is still Catwoman to me. Catwoman is still Michelle Pfeiffer to me. It's not Anne Hathaway.
Always.
Yeah. I'll give you Michelle Pfeiffer.
Always.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way she just walked in and goes, meow, like that. It was just like.
Well, what about this one? Did you guys like the Batfleck?
Batfleck? I liked him.
Batman was better than any X-Men movie except one.
Honestly, like I like his.
No, it was not better than X2.
He looked like that Batman.
You're out your mind, bro.
No, you're right.
Like the Dark Knight, you know what I mean? Like buffed and big, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's why I liked him. Like as soon as I saw him, it gave me that vibe, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, like and on the first fight scene when he's trying to rescue Martha, you saw how he flattened that guy and made him flip with one punch.
Yeah,
that's that right there.
Yeah.
You know, that's strength.
Yeah,
Bro, half of that was done with wires and special effects. Don't you give me that crap.
You didn't. Now, so you're complaining now about the Batfleck one too now,
bro? He sucks.
Oh, dude, what are you? What's your Batman? Are you some?
I'll say I'd only want Michael Keaton or Christian Bale to come and rescue me as Batman. Everybody else can just take their good old time. I'll save myself.
Christian Bale had one movie, and then the rest of it, he's too.
Oh, look at Journey! Insane. Journey throwing off the gloves.
Oh! Here it goes, and hey, there's our girl. Jump in, folks. Jump in, Journey. If you've got an opinion, Journey, get in here. Put Theo in his place. Danielle, it's good to see you, sister. It's always good to see you.
I agree, Caviar. The warehouse scene was timeless. It was.
Yeah, Trent's like, I'm a Nolan fanboy. Let's see. Can you actually wield? Yes. So Tree McGee does a great point though about Catwoman. Michelle Pfeiffer legit worked the whip. Like, I'm sure we've all seen it by now, but the behind the scenes where she takes off all those heads in Batman Returns.
Oh, that was real, wasn't it?
Really did that herself. That was Michelle Pfeiffer doing that shit. That wasn't a stunt person. That wasn't anyone else. That was her. So, you know.
We should be honored, guys.
They just need to bring back Jim Carrey.
She's in bed.
Fix it.
We're the last face. We're the last voice she's gonna hear. Look at that.
Theo. So Theo says you're just actually a Clooney closet Batman fan, aren't you? Theo's like, where on Instagram? Because I need to ban Tree McGee now. Hey, Mark. It's good to see you, Mark. Julie Newmar, Eartha Kitt laid the foundation for Michelle and further built more of the Catwoman character. Fantasy 5 and Dime, I agree with that 100%. I'm just thinking movie, right? I see what they did in the original Batman television series, but I'm not gonna lie, I was not a fan of the Batman television series as a kid. When it came on, I was just like,
which one?
Nah, the Adam West. I'm not talking about Batman the animated series.
You didn't like the way they went up
that until like later when I looked back at reruns.
Yeah. I had zero. Like every time that came on, I'm like, no. Just change the channel.
You didn't want to see that shark repellent?
No. What basically laid the groundwork for the ambiguously gay duo. That's what the Batman show was.
I mean, honestly, it might be blasphemy to say this, but Phil, when that show came on, I rather would have watched Gilligan's Island than Batman.
Yeah. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest.
The most famous hands in the industry.
Oh my God! It is Comic Journey.
Well, thank you for having me on.
After all this time, look at it. Look at him.
Well, look at me. Let's get the hashtag. Look at me's up.
Look at me.
It's all about. Yeah, look at me.
Hashtag
Comic Journey. Finally on Comics and Chaos, bro. I heard you got to meet Theo.
I did.
Yeah.
I
heard you had to prove it too. Like he had to do a hand. And stuff.
Like let me see your hands.
Well, listen. As soon as he saw me, as soon as he felt me groping him, he knew it was my hands. So it was no problem. I came behind him, and we had a spectacle. It was good. It was very good.
And New York Comic Con, that was a great time though.
That's right. And you know what? Don't believe anybody. The makeup, it works. It makes you look extra gorgeous on air.
Was it the eye? Did he have the extra eyeshadow on? Was that it? Was it the eyeshadow?
He's a pretty man. I'm telling you.
The smoky eye. So there was a question. Did anybody ever see the video that would have been the third Batman movie? Robin Williams as the Riddler and Billy Dee as Two-Face. That would have been the third Tim Burton Batman movie.
But that was never made.
No, it wasn't. They were just like, did anybody? There was a question about that. There was a question whether or not had anybody heard that besides Tree, because he just brought that up.
It was also Marlon Wayans, right? It was supposed to be the Robin, right?
I heard that. Yes. Yeah.
Billy Dee was always set up from the beginning, like to be the Gordon, or no, not Gordon, Dent. He was
Dent.
Yeah.
That
was right from the get go. But I'm kind of glad they stopped using Keaton. I like Keaton as an actor. He's great Beetlejuice, but he's not a good. How am I supposed to be scared of Bruce Wayne, Michael Keaton? He's like the guy, he's like that guy, like you give a backslap to it, he's gone. Like, how is he gonna be Batman and scare you?
I can kind of respect that too, because the one thing with my Michael Keaton problem with him, you never got to see the journey.
Yeah,
but that's the writing. That's not Michael Keaton's problem.
This is why Christian Bale's the best.
It wouldn't hurt if he hit the gym.
You saw that man get trained. You saw that
Christopher Nolan's the best. I still don't see him.
You saw that man adjust to every situation and every movie to develop a better suit for that scenario. He didn't just come out the gate like, I'm Batman.
He definitely played like a good Bruce Wayne too. Like he had that arrogant.
And he was a good Bruce Wayne. Buying a hotel when the guy says you can't.
I think he was a good Bruce Wayne. I think he was an awful Batman.
I think guy.
I really think Affleck was underrated though.
I think Ben Affleck was a better Batman than Christian Bale.
If you look at the Frank Miller Batman, he was perfect for that type of Batman. He was older. He was in shape,
grizzled.
I don't know why I'm so obsessed with that. You have to be in shape if you're a superhero, and especially if you're a human superhero that's beating up other people. right?
Yep.
I would assume that you have to hit.
Yeah,
the
you
gym
can't
every
be like
so
Robert Pattinson.
Ben Affleck was the most buff of all of those.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck was the biggest and most buff of all the Batmen ever.
Well,
100%.
listen, emo Batman is going to depress you to death. So that's basically what it takes with him. You know, he's going to come in there. He's going to talk about his feelings with you.
I don't know. I might take Christian Bale Batman Begins and put him in a fight against Ben Affleck right now, and I think he'd smoke him. I think you guys are forgetting about how thick that motherfucker was.
No,
Ben Affleck is a big dude. I don't know if you've
Christian Bale was a big dude too.
I don't know. Christian Bale was also an anemic 80-pound man in a movie before that, you know, and then he was a 500-pound
man or something, right?
That's how skilled he is.
I agree with you. Bale was the best.
Look,
best of all worlds.
One of them, people are begging him to come back. The other one, they're saying, "Please just go."
I really believe.
I don't know anybody that said, "Please just go."
Yeah, right. Everyone's ready for the new Batman. When they announced that Ben Affleck was no longer going forward, nobody shed a tear. When it was Henry Cavill, no more Superman, the world died. Okay, I don't want to hear that.
Kate Comics agrees with you, Theo. Kate Comics on Instagram. I would grab that Batman Begins Bale. He got the grit.
All day.
He got the grit.
All day.
And Tree McGee hates Ben Affleck. Tree McGee just doesn't stop talking about.
I don't think Keaton should even be part of the conversation, other than the nostalgia.
He just didn't even be part of the conversation.
But he said there's a.
It's like Adam West. It's like nostalgia. Like it was necessary.
But it was supposed to be funny with Adam West. There's a big difference.
Yes, it was.
There's a big difference. It was supposed to be campy. If you're going to be campy, be campy. Go all out. You know, like Romero had freaking makeup over his mustache.
That I wouldn't have minded right there.
Mm-hmm.
Pattinson as Terry McGinnis.
Yeah.
Kind of looks more like Terry McGinnis.
But I think for the universe that they're building in there, Pattinson fits.
You know what? Dirt Drop? Yes. This part we can agree on.
Yes. I'd agree with that.
Like the Val Kilmer Batman?
No.
Bro, then I like you, so don't change it.
The good thing about that was the Riddler.
Out of those three Batman, the only one that looked the part was Clooney.
The what?
Enjoyable.
Out of the three Batmans in that series, the only Batman that actually looked the part, he wasn't the good best actor, but the guy that looked the part was freaking Clooney. He looked like a good Bruce Wayne.
But he was the worst.
Well,
Val Kilmer was actually a really good Bruce Wayne.
Val Kilmer was a great Bruce Wayne. He wasn't a great Batman.
He didn't look like Bruce Wayne, but he was.
What about Tommy Lee?
He was like a detective.
Two-Face.
He was like a detective.
About who?
Tommy Lee as Two-Face.
Tommy Lee's great.
Oh, yeah, but he was way over the top. Jim Carrey sucked in that too. Too over the top. You know.
Well, that I blame that on Schumacher. I don't blame that on the actors. I blame that on Schumacher.
DeVito was fantastic. DeVito, dude, he was a perfect freaking
Penguin. Oh yeah.
He's still the Penguin to me.
Yeah, he always will be.
Yeah, that's why, like him and Catwoman in that movie.
Everybody loves to talk about Heath Ledger, and he did a great job as Joker. Like he did a phenomenal job as Joker. But honestly, if it wasn't for Jack Nicholson playing that role and making it a little more dark, a little more sinister, the way he did it, I don't think Heath Ledger would have had the something to work off of. I think he took what he had plus the comics and ran with it after.
I don't think there would have been a Batman 2. There wouldn't have been a Batman Returns. There wouldn't have been a Batman series if it weren't for Jack Nicholson as the Joker in the first Batman movie. I'll say that. Yep. I'll say that. I'll say Christian Bale would have never been Batman. I agree with you on that journey. I don't think there ever would have been another Joker if it weren't for Jack Nicholson killing that fucking role. Killing that role.
Yep.
Jack Nicholson, he got paid hella cash for that to take that role.
He was smart.
He's still getting paid for the Batman role. He's still making money on that role. But Nicholson took like Jordan money for that role. It wasn't even close. It was stupid, man.
It's like Jordan money.
He did. It was like he was Jordan of the Bulls.
But he was a good businessman though. They turned around and said, "Listen, we can't give you what you're asking for." So he's like, "I want royalties. Yeah, I want my cut. I want my percentage." And he knew what he was looking at.
And he delivered. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, the lines, "You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?" You know, you just you don't work past Jack's lines in that movie. You don't. I can say that the Tim Burton Batman movies had tremendous villains in their roles.
Well, Tim Burton brought it back to the dark, and that needed to be done for Batman. First of all, Batman is not like a decent dude. He's got like problems, psychological problems. He brought that like kind of into the mix.
He dresses up like a bat, bro.
Yeah, like he just changed the dynamic, kind of brought it back to his roots, and it was needed. I think the best Alfred was the one with Ben Affleck, by the way, though.
This guy,
I thought he wasn't bad. Yeah,
the best Alfred with Mike.
Yeah.
Who was the Alfred with? Why am I forgetting?
He's a good actor too. I forgot.
100%. It was the original one with Michael Keaton.
You liked him the best, like old feeble.
You like the one from
that
the TV
is Alfred to me.
I'll be honest. I'm a big, huge Michael Caine fan. So for me,
it was good too.
I think Michael Caine is amazing. Oh yeah, everybody forgets Tim Burton brought in Christopher Walken too as the guy that basically killed Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. That was Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
And Pee Wee Herman was the father of when nobody wanted to touch Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubin, Tim Burton brought him in to play the father, despite the fact he was blackballed by all of Hollywood after his, in the movie theater. So basically that helped bring Paul Rubin back.
Very underrated, by the way, in his role in Mystery Men. Paul Rubin,
he was great, dude. He was great. Mystery Men was a funny movie.
Mystery Men is an underrated movie.
Mystery Men is an underrated movie.
Underrated comic too, actually.
Don't touch that. If you touch that again, if you cross that line, what? God, cross this line. You did. God, I love that movie. Oh, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Is he really serious? He likes Keaton.
What happened?
Does he really like Keaton?
He's in the Keaton camp. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. Yeah, I'm with Beetlejuice.
Wait, aren't they making a second Beetlejuice?
I'm all with Wang Chung. What's that movie called? Gung Ho. Gung Ho. You know that was a great one. Everybody was Wang Chunging tonight. It was great. It was great. They're in the Union and all that stuff.
With the cars. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a great one too.
I like that one. That was a good.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
But I do not. He was even good in RoboCop, the remake. The movie sucked, but he was really good in his role.
Yeah. Oh, I like Michael Keaton as an actor. I think he's a great actor. I love the fact that he basically brought Batman back to life.
Of course, it's with Jenna Ortega. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
So
I would love all the people that are advocating to see that Nicolas Cage Superman. What do you think after we got our really good dose of that Superman in the Flash movie?
Yeah, that whole dose of him just looking with another 50.
Well, did you really need any more than that?
Mass characters.
Did you really need any more than that?
Oh God, no, because that movie was long enough already.
And I'm not a Nick Cage hater. Like I enjoy Nick Cage movies. I think he's over the top, bombastic with his acting, whatever the case is, but not for Superman.
People don't appreciate The Rock, Con Air, Face Off enough. I feel like Nicolas Cage is 90s AF when it comes to acting and star power, and he's one of the few that are still.
But that movie that he did, that was good though.
That recent
massive weight of like unbearable talent.
Yes, yeah. That was
a good movie.
Well,
Theo made me watch that movie, and
That's one of Nicolas Cage's best movies, bro.
Is it the one where he comes out as himself, or
I'm not even? It's with Pedro Pascal, bro.
Yeah, it's one where he's himself.
You have to watch it, dude.
Bro,
dude, the first 10 minutes, you're like, this is gonna suck.
I'm gonna have to.
But then you're like, is he really playing himself in a movie? He is. This is fucking great. Dude.
I've got a problem with Nick Cage. I think he's great. Like as far as what he does, what he offers, I think he's great. He was good Dracula.
But that's the point of this movie, bro. He knows he's like washed up. He knows he's not getting any more calls. Like he's like almost come to terms with it.
Just a shopaholic. That's why he's
like
doing like small movies
like
and stuff.
Kicking his own ass in the movie type thing.
Hey, he wasn't a horrible Johnny Blaze either. He wasn't that bad.
Nope. He was really good. I liked him.
I would take that Ghost Rider over some of the crap that Marvel's putting out right now any day.
The first one was good.
The first one, the second one, no, not so much. Yeah. But the first one was, it was good for the time.
He was great in Kick-Ass.
Yeah,
great.
He was.
I always tell everybody, they're like, "Oh, what would it take to be a superhero? Go watch Nick Cage in Kick-Ass."
So
that's what it takes today to be a superhero.
And yeah, Kick-Ass, Cage was great. Frable,
you gotta be like Big Daddy. You can't be like Batman. You have to be like Big Daddy, bro. If you want to be a superhero in today's world, you got to be like Big Daddy.
What about Hit Girl? Was she good? Do you guys?
Oh,
like the actress? Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, killed it.
Yeah,
they could have done a spin-off TV show with just her and done just fine.
They should have.
Yeah,
they should have.
Missed opportunity, dude.
Leaving Las Vegas. Yep. Raising Arizona.
This has become a Nick Cage session.
This is.
He had a good career.
Hey, you know what? He deserves it though. He collects comic books, for Christ's sake.
Yeah,
that's a great man right there.
Absolutely.
Does he still have the Action Comics #1?
No, he sold it. Well, it got stolen, and then
I think it got stolen.
Well, he got it back, and then
that one.
Yeah, he got it back.
Dirty flipper.
But I do know,
Flip it to itself.
And I think this is public information though. When he was in the height of his collecting, he was like notorious for going to Comic Cons and like paying whatever it took for him to go there early, and he'd go to each dealer's booth and like just pick out what he wants on the wall and like walk away, and the dude behind him would just like keep paying the people as like before the general pop went in there,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
I think dealers want another one of those guys.
Yeah.
But it was like a blessing to dealers when like Nick Cage rolled by, because you knew he was buying your rarest or most expensive book.
Yeah.
You mean like
comic style? Let me see your most rare and most expensive book. You're like, here you go. It's like sold.
Almost like a lotto, huh?
Yeah. So Tree McGee says it was stolen. What he got back was the insurance claim on it. He got back the insurance claim, not the book. He got back the insurance.
So I guess the question is the insurance claim worth more than the book?
When I guess it depends when it was stolen. I mean, for what the value was. I mean, there's been some pretty all over pricing.
Is that during COVID?
I don't know.
And 90% of his books were restored.
Well, here's the thing, at that time when he got it stolen, if he got fully compensated for its value at the time, he could have replaced it if he wanted one.
Probably.
So
probably with all the rest of the books he had, he probably could.
I don't think he would have had an issue replacing it. He probably didn't really want to get another replacement after that.
Yeah, he was going to pay them out.
I mean, it's an Action 1, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? When you have a book like that, it's in your hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole obsession is to get it in your hands. Once you have it, and let's say you unfortunately lose it or get stolen or whatever happens, you don't have it in your hands anymore. Do you still have that same drive to recapture it that you did originally?
No way.
No, it's gone. The luster is gone. Like
it's like when you catch a rare Pokemon, you got it. Okay, where's the next Pokemon?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't blame him for not replacing it.
Honestly, that's something we should talk about one day, Phil. We should do like
the sickness,
like the unfortunate cycle of life, which is like we chase grails our entire life, and then when we get the grail, it's like
next.
What's left? Like, what's the end game here?
Next.
Okay, we're done talking about that.
Yeah, because that's going to change this show into something.
It's so depressing, dude. It's so depressing. It's like, wait. That means
that's why you've got to have multiple things. Like you've got Pokemon, I've got Legos, Vin's got lots of things behind. I don't know
weapons and video games.
I don't know what other thing Journey has, but Vin and I are multi-level nerds.
I collect coins. Does that count? Does that bring me
Yeah,
down to like a lower?
dude.
I garbage pail kids. I like garbage pail kids.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's
The
cool.
cards?
Yeah,
Or like
no, that the actual kids. I like the cards.
The actual children. He doesn't go around collecting
I don't
children.
go,
man.
don't go
Wrong
spreading rumor.
show. That's a Dateline episode.
Oh, Brandon,
Have a
sorry to
st-
hear about that. At least you got compensated. Jeez.
I love those things, the garbage pail kids. Oh shit.
Yeah,
It's really
Frable
well.
calls it collecting wormholes. Collecting wormholes. I totally agree. It is a slippery slope. You have to have a lot of self-control.
Well, I mean, they really, because think about it. In any form of collecting, what is the end game?
You die.
Get it all.
You die.
Get it all.
Well, I mean, it's either that you die and you hope you bring it with you, or you don't,
Can't.
and hopefully you can make an educated decision before that happens, and maybe make some type of capital or return on investment to help out your loved ones or yourself at that time of your life, right?
It's
I mean,
funny
what
you say that.
essentially is the end game.
But then that's an investment. So
But then
collecting
the
itself is
collecting
an
turns
investment more
into an
than
investment
collecting.
now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's more invest. I mean, you could be in. Then is collecting stocks? Are you collecting stocks and bonds? That's essentially what it's being equated to at that point. In my
What
mind.
can fill this
In my
void
mind.
within me? Hulk 181. Yep, that's
Yes.
it.
Right?
Hey.
It's just a different kind of paper, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm actually at that crossroads where I just have too much shit in my hands. I got too much stuff. I got piles of stuff. So I gotta get rid of stuff, and consolidate. And the stuff that I know it's going to be either forever keepers or very long time keepers, I'm taking the precautions to grade them, encapsulate them, take care of them, so I could get them properly insured, just in case I have a Nick Cage incident. Or let's say I croak tomorrow, at least my kids know what they have in their hands instead of getting a whole bunch of raw paper that they don't even know how to grade, and some comic dealer is going to rip them off if they go to the shop or something.
Yes, poor shop owners. Any shop owner that ever watches us, they're like, these fucking guys. Every time, why do they always? Mikey's gonna come out here right now and be like, not all of us, damn it.
I'm not. Listen, they're running businesses. I'm not gonna blame them for what they do. They're trying to make their business, whatever the case is. But I know for a fact, because I've seen it with my very own eyes, people going with long boxes of freaking books. They got bangers in the freaking boxes.
Yeah,
and they're paying them freaking $30 a box.
Yeah.
I know, and they're not even looking inside the boxes. They're like, I'll buy it, and you get some extreme cases where they're getting some serious stuff in there that, and it's the fault of the people that are selling to them because they're not looking at what they have in their hands. I always tell people research before you go and try to sell it or whatever the case is, or go to somebody that is a professional, pay them for their time. Pay them for their freaking time to go through all your crap and actually tell you what it's worth before, almost like an appraisal. They do that in other collectible things. I do it all the time in my business. I'm in freaking real estate. People come and get an appraisal. What is it worth? They're not going to just sell it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Why not do the same thing with the comics? So if they go and I don't feel bad for the buyers, but I don't want that to happen to my kids.
No,
I agree. I mean, the sellers, I don't want to have to my kids. I want them to know, listen, you have an X-Men #1. You have a this, you have a that. You know what I'm saying? You have some good stuff. This has some value. Don't give it away for change,
Amen. No, I agree. There's a question that came in from Instagram. Donnie Boy McCoy collects. He's new to all of us. And asks the question, can you guys tell me what was your first introduction into comics? And as guests, Journey, I'll have you start. Vin, you'll go next. Theo and I'll go last. But Journey, as our newest guest, question from the Instagram audience. Great convo about collecting wormholes. We love it, but we really would like to know, what was your first introduction to comics?
My first introduction to comics.
Like how you got into comics?
Yeah, I used to live in a 2-family house. My cousins lived downstairs and we lived on the second floor. And my cousin had a couple of years on me, so I used to go downstairs and I used to go into his drawers and look at all those, not like his pants drawers, like the drawers.
I get it. We get it. We believe you.
Okay, and I used to find like he had all the craziest stuff in there. He had Ghost Riders. He had some X-Men. I wasn't into X-Men at that point yet, but like I got to read stuff. I'm like, wow, I want to get comic books too. No, I'm talking about I'm like 4 or 5 at that point. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at the flashy colors at that point. You're looking at Spider-Mans and Supermans and stuff like that. But I love the Ghost Riders as well. So I convinced my mom to take me to the newsstand to go get some comics, and we started from there. I used to go to the newsstand and pay 60 cents because I'm that era. I'm the 60 cents era guy. That's how I started buying comics, and I never looked back after that. Hulk became my favorite character. I used to watch Lou Ferrigno, and I was obsessive to find any Hulk books I could find. It was a great experience, a different kind of experience that unfortunately kids from this era are not going to experience. Hopefully that changes. Maybe they'll go back to like putting a couple of comics at the candy aisle next to the registers in the Walmarts or something like that. Maybe they'll go down that route again one point. I don't know. Things have a way of going full cycle, but that's how it's pretty boring, but that's basically how it happened for me.
No, that's awesome. But that's it. That's this family introductions, and that's the timeline. That's the perfect answer, dude. 100%. Vinlar, what do you got, brother?
Melinda's comics. If there was somebody selling like that looked like Melinda when I was a kid, I would have been buying a lot of different kind of comics when I was a kid. It would not be freaking Hulk. I'd be hulking out at that point. But anyway,
yeah, right. It'd be a whole other different kind of clientele, pal. Whole other different kind of clientele. A lot more Lady Death, maybe. But or whatever happened with that shit. But I digress. I'll be that guy. Even Theo's like, I'm looking away. I'm not even. He's pursing his lips. He wants to, but he's not.
Rage Theo's not here at the moment. Please leave a message after the signal.
Beep.
Well, somebody had to say it.
Oh, it's okay. I'm there with you, brother. Well, I'll go there. Vinlar, though, let us know, what was your introduction to comics, brother?
Well, I think I told you guys before, but remember, I'm from Guatemala, so I didn't have like a way to get comics back then.
Yeah.
So my closest thing to comics were either the TV shows, like the X-Men TV show, the Hulk, and all that stuff. But then they released those Pepsi cards, and I think Theo knows them as the flares, the Marvel flares.
Yeah,
remember those Marvel flares that you turn them around, and then it has the story of each card on. That was my first introduction to comics.
First
everything.
Abilities, height, weight. Yeah.
So the way that we had them over there was that they were Pepsi cards. So you had to buy a Pepsi, get the little cap, and then go with 25 cents to the store and get one card. My dad was friends with the store owner, and he told them like, "Oh, just let my kids get every single card. I'll pay you." So he did. He let us pick every single card, and then that was when I started reading them. And I don't remember how I got. I only had 2 comics. It was the one with Mark Farland one, and it went away.
Comics and caviar. Yeah, you know what the best part about that was when you went to go check and like. One year Marvel said Hulk 180. The next year Marvel said Hulk 181. It's like, you guys don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even know when his first appearance is.
Yeah, so those are the only 2 comics I had, and I couldn't read them because they were in English. So when I came here in 2000, I graduated high school in 2003, and then I had money like around 2006, and I'm like, oh shit, there's comic book stores here. So soon I started visiting them and buying them.
and then Vin found his wormhole. The LCS.
Pretty much.
All right, Theo. What about you, brother? What introduced you to these things?
So I always liked superheroes. I think since I was like a little kid, I grew up with like the Turtles, X-Men, Batman, Spider-Man, you know, the classics, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my parents, I think I've told you guys this, but yeah, sad story. My parents never took me to a comic shop when I asked to go. Instead, they took me to like sports practice or, you know, and I'm not complaining. I got to play sports. I got to do a bunch of stuff. I'm very grateful for my childhood. But, you know, all the parents out there, here's a little tidbit. Listen to your kids.
Yeah, I know, right?
I really wanted to go to a freaking comic book shop and they didn't take me. So basically, when I could like sneak lunch money or like ride a bike, you know, after class or something, I would go and like buy a random comic. I didn't even know what the hell I was buying. I think my first comic, I have it. It's a, what was it? Commandi #1, you know? So
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, Jack Kirby, right? Which maybe I think is why I kind of started liking Jack Kirby stuff. Because as soon as I got old, I took a big break, went to college, got married. But then once, you know, MCU started happening, I went to the movie theaters, you know, reminding me of comic books, the lore, stuff like that. And so now I have grown-up money, go to the comic book shops. And 3.5 years later, here we are. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Things have escalated rather quickly, needless to say.
Man, yeah.
So I guess I'm kind of that adult now that's making up for lost time.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
I'm kind of picking up where I left off, you know.
I can appreciate that. Yeah, I think as the person going last, it was Jim Lee's X-Men 1991. That's when I really started getting into comics. You know, I was at the time, gosh, what was I, 12? And I you know, wasn't unpopular, but wasn't super popular, wasn't cool. And the X-Men had a lot of identification. You know, it doesn't matter what you tried to do, who you tried to do it for, you were always still a mutant at the end of the day, right? Didn't matter like how much good you tried to put into the world, you're a mutant, whatever, it's off, right? And that's the way it kind of felt as a teenager some days. So right, so it was that's what that Jim Lee got me into comics. I 100% will always say Jim Lee got me into comics. Now, the rabbit holes I fell down, I blame on like J. Scott Campbell, still a person that came about because of Jim Lee. So I blame Jim Lee for a lot of things. But like Gen 13, Wildcats, when Image came around, I was 100%. I pivoted from Marvel to Image immediately. Image was where it was at. And I was one of those kids of the 90s that followed the boys to Image, and I had the Spawns, and I had all the Cyber Force, the Young Bloods, I love the Death Watch crossover, right? You know, so Image, that kind of stuff. I'm a 90s kid, so I had all those, the Alien, you know, what was it, Predator versus Harbinger, and you know, all that kind of craziness that we had with the chromium foils and the platinum covers,
the OG foils.
Yeah, so I know, right?
You were more of a visual kid, like an art kid. Like that's what pulled you in. Like before you started even reading this, though, that's the difference. When I first started, the art was okay. Like, you know, unless you were picking a Moon Knight or something like that, like the art was pretty much universally okay. You know, you didn't have,
it was on par with the times.
You didn't have breakout artists. Like, you had very few breakout artists, like people that you could distinguish, like John Byrne you could distinguish at the time. Sienkiewicz, what is his name? The Moon Knight. They did all those Moon Knights, stuff like that. Michael Goldman did a lot of great stuff for Marvel Fanfare. But for us, it was all about the story. If the story sucked, nobody was picking up the book. You know, that's how the places work. That's why Conan survived for all those years.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
The stories were actually good. The art wasn't great and a lot of the Conans, but it was solid story writing.
Yep. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I was a very visual person. And you know, I think that's kind of what I appreciate now more about comics is the writing, because I feel like I lived through some of the greatest art times. You know, I felt like I got into comics when the art was what mattered most, right? It was the artist. It wasn't the story. It wasn't the plot line. It wasn't, it was 100% the art. And I feel like now I'm really enjoying the writing. That's why I'm especially into indie comics. I really love the writing.
And it was real art. It was an AI art.
Yeah, yeah. True story. Yeah. And I'm loving the people out there now that were yelling about AI art and everything else, just 6 or 7 months ago, and now all of a sudden I'm seeing what is 100% AI art on their pages, whether it's their logos or their, whatever it is that they're working on.
It may be controversial to say this, but I don't really give a crap. I actually don't mind AI. I don't mind AI as long as people are transparent that it is AI, right? Don't try to say that it's not.
I don't think
they're that it is. Let people make the determination if they want to buy it or they like it, etc. And just be transparent and honest. Like,
I think you need to be transparent that you're a graphic designer, maybe at the best. I think anybody that calls themselves an AI artist.
I'm sure them and taxi drivers have the same thing in common. They probably don't like Uber, but guess what? It is what it is. Like,
so
do better.
Do you collect any art, Theo?
Do comic books count?
No, like original art.
Original art.
I'm not rich.
Well, you don't have to be rich to collect original art.
You don't have to be. But I
guess you don't.
Do you get a comic book remark? Do you pay for a comic book remark?
I would, and I have.
Okay, so then you appreciate original art.
Oh yeah, well yeah, of course.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Would you value the same as the artist actually is drawing or sketching or making a remark for you? Or
no, I'm not saying the values are anywhere near close or like rarity or scarcity that they're.
No, I mean the value to you too,
or that they're even the same. But I mean, if it's something that somebody did and it's AI generated and I really like it, I'd buy it. I'm not just going to be like, oh, it's AI, I'm against it.
I just recently bought that. I got that Musk versus Zuck AI book. It's the
by Television. Yeah.
No, the whole thing is AI from beginning to end. I didn't know that until after I purchased it.
Yeah.
I figured that out after I bought it because I like things that like people hate. So that's why
I think you did it on purpose.
I'm a big collector of that kind of stuff. So
how many acetates do you have?
Don't get me started on the acetates. I love getting stuff that's controversial, stuff that like people like can't stand. I'm like, and I love flaunting it. So if I could have a whole short box of acetates, I would keep them all just to troll everybody with them. But
Ryan, me and Keanu have we're both robots, bro.
But I went through that whole book. The whole thing is completely AI. Anybody else picked up that book at any point and looked through it?
I haven't.
The second one from New York, I did.
That's the one I have.
Not the San Diego one.
Other than the cover, there's nothing exciting about that book. The way it looks like it's AI art. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's just that's a cover by
it literally looks like it's AI art. And that's generic stuff, and it's okay if you're just like doing like some quick little promotional thing or something like that. But if you have somebody that wants to buy something on a monthly basis and continuous basis and have some value in it, you got to add some originality to it.
Yeah. Well, you better be drawing something, especially if you're calling yourself an artist.
That's my concern. That's my my only.
I guess maybe I should clarify that. Don't be calling yourself an artist if you're coming up with AI covers. Just call it how it is.
Yes.
Say you made it with AI, and we'll make
our programmer
if we want to buy it.
You're a programmer.
Don't hide it. That's it. Yeah. Don't hide it.
And there's a certain level of skill that you need to sit there and edit it and create it the way it is, even through AIR.
But again, it's not skillless art, 100%. But they just need to call it the way they see
it. It's technical work that you're doing.
Yes. It's programming.
And that's the thing. If you guys have noticed, nobody cares if it's AI. They just care when they find out that you told them that it wasn't. And it is.
Oh, I could tell if it's AI from a freaking mile away.
But you see what I'm saying? Nobody cares if it's AI. They just care if you lie to them and tell them that it's not.
Yeah.
So just be honest, guys.
I mean, the same thing happens with writing. There's a lot of writing that's happening. That's AI.
Yeah. There's probably more writing than just
that's
the
probably
art
easier to hide than the art.
Yeah.
I could easily work with an AI program to help me write something where I just sit there and tweak and move around a couple of things, make them a little customized. But the big bulk of work that would have been out there, AI already did for me. But here's the problem: it's freaking generic.
Yeah, agreed.
There's no originality, and then hopefully we don't go down that road with Hollywood, with the movies, and you won't get any more Michael Keaton Batmans if
Brandon,
AI writing happens.
I agree. Jim Lee's one of the few that I will wait hours in line for.
Yeah.
One of the few.
I will wait in line for nobody.
That one on race too.
What was
10
that,
minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes at tops. If I have to, it's got to be one of my favorite people in the world to wait online for them for 10 minutes.
Like I waited in two hours in line to meet Chris Claremont in New York. And
first of all, I see Claremont everywhere.
I almost felt bad though. It was my first time, and I'm like, I got to make time to see this guy because literally every con I've gone to, he's been there. I've been selling or doing something, right? I'm like, okay, this time I took time to actually go see him. It took 2 hours. I actually kind of felt bad because me and him talked for like, I think 15, 20 minutes.
Well, that's the problem.
And I only had him sign one thing, dude.
That's the problem. The way he talked to you for 15, 20 minutes, he talks to everybody for 15 to 20 minutes, and that's why the line doesn't move.
Yeah,
he is a talker. He's loves
notorious.
I love it though. Like,
you ever want to have a good conversation?
You saw what I gave him to sign, right?
You ever want to have a good situation with Claremont? Go to the same hotel he goes to when he's at a con. You can stay there. Wake up early in the morning because he's an early riser, and go have breakfast, and he'll be sitting right there. You could have a freaking full-blown conversation with him, with Starlin. They always sit together. You have a few of them.
Oh, look at the inside scoop. Hey. Oh.
Every single time. And if you want to get insulted by somebody personally, go talk to Steranko. Every time. every time I see him, he's like, you gotta hit the gym. I'm like, you fucking little midget man. You keep telling me I'm fat. What the hell? Like, yeah, every single time.
That's funny.
But that's the way to do it. Honestly, you go there early. You go have breakfast in the morning. You go chill out. They're all sitting there in the morning. They're all hanging out. And that's how you have the best experience. At the cons, it's cool to talk to them for 10, 15 minutes, but you're rushing to go to another guy to sign or to do something for you. Rose Besh was a freaking pleasure. I met her for the first time at New York.
Really? Seems nice.
A really sweet woman. I don't know. She was just really, really nice. Like, she was a nice woman.
Momoko was really nice.
If I could understand her, what she's saying, if she could understand what I'm saying, that's the problem.
Yeah. Translation.
She had an interpreter with her when I was there, but yeah, she was
she seems like a very pleasant woman, but I had an incident with the freaking bodyguard. I was like, security.
Oh, he's one of my good friends.
He freaking moved me along. Like, what the hell is your
thick boy?
Yeah, he's like, and then the next day, because I don't know if did you see me like in normal gear or did you see me dressed as CGC?
I saw you in your CGC swag.
Yeah. Okay, so the next day I'm in CGC gear. He didn't realize I was going to be witnessing the next day. I only did that for 2 days for witnessing. It was a last minute jam that CGC had. You could probably had another 20 guys witnessing that weekend, but then he pulls me over and he's like, "Can you come and witness for us? We need somebody." The guy that was there had to go take a break or whatever the case is. I'm like, "Oh, now you need me. You told me to move along before because I wanted a remark. Now you need me to sit there and freaking witness for you." I started laughing. Yeah, I'm like, "Hey, you freaking ass,"
Ryan, wow.
No, and I laugh at that journey. Yeah. Yeah, that's the things you don't do before you go meet your heroes, guys. Make sure that sobriety.
You're all there.
The nerves are a thing, but make sure you're all there. Just like this, you gotta be all there, dude. You don't get to do that again. So yeah, 100%.
100%. Ryan, I don't think he'll ever forget you.
I would cross off all the old timers. Like, if you really want to have like a bucket list of seeing like people like to sign stuff or getting an experience with them, forget about a lot of the younger guys and focus on the older guys when you go to these cons, because one by one they're going, and you never know what's going to be the next time. Like Frank Miller, I thought he was going to fall apart when I saw him on Sunday.
I feel like he's getting the Stan Lee treatment
I thought that way like a year ago.
Yeah, he's I don't know. Like I hope he has many more years and he finds a way to get somehow stable. But every time I see him, he gets worse and worse and worse. You know, the only guy that's probably going to live till 150 years old is Steranko because he thinks he's 50 years old. So, you know,
you're not wrong.
You got a lot of the
you're
older
not
guys,
wrong.
though. You know, what's his name? Walt Simonson is in great shape for his age. Like really great shape. You know, he's 77, 78 years old, and he's like all energy. He's happy. You know, he gets tired, but you know, he's old. You know.
Well, yeah, we're all getting that way in some way, shape, or form. Some of us more than others, but I'm feeling the gray coming in a lot. But yeah,
you feel regrets that you didn't make it to NYCC?
No.
Did Theo taunt you?
No, I mean, I Theo's a very close friend of mine, and I know I see him almost monthly still. We live on the other side of the country from each other. We have a luxury of having a side hustle, and I talk to the man daily. So, you know, did I miss my friends? Of course. But at the same time, too, that would have been the only reason I was going to see my friends.
Oh, you've
and a
done
lot of those
before,
friends
right?
I see at C2E2. I see at other experiences that are more inexpensive. And New York's a very expensive experience.
But you've done New York, though,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Yeah, and I've been, and and that's just it, right? So I've done New York. Will I do it again? 100%. I'm going to go again sometime, but it just wasn't the right time. It just wasn't the right time. So work's been piling on, and I've been doing a lot of other things than conventions lately. So it was kind of like you're doing conventions and these other things, like, you know, you have a 9-to-5 job, you got to be able to keep it for a while. So I was kind of like, you know, I have I gotta focus there. And Theo was just like, yeah, you know, you keeping a job is gonna be pretty important to us in the future. So yeah, you do that, I'll do this. And but yes, do I miss my friends? 100%. I'd love to have met you the first time. We didn't know each other a year ago. You were probably there, I was there, and more than likely we would have had a great time. But I was basically the entire time with Vin on chat. Vin and I were in private chats DMing every hour of every day that New York City Comic-Con was going on. And Vin was just like, did you see what time they came back in last night? Did you see the party that was going on? I'm like, I was getting personal texts. I was getting FaceTime videos. I was like, and I saw them come in at like 6 a.m. and I said to myself right away, I'm like, that's the whole fucking reason I'm not there right now. Yeah. Because I would have died.
Yeah, we won't tell you guys about everything, but needless to say, there were many nights in New York where
that's what it's all about when you go to New York.
Because nothing closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the New York, that's the big difference maker, I think, with every other city when you're going to that con. You got stuff going on, a lot of stuff going on. It's not at house parties, it's not at people's like estates or whatever. It's everywhere. You're doing stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, basically, there's a John Wick club on every corner, bro.
Well, I guess you're not much fun to hang out with, Journey, according to Ozzy.
Ozzy knows how fun I am.
Listen, me and Phil will take you guys out one of these nights.
Anytime, dude.
And if you remember it, that's a blessing, okay?
I was rocking hard with Ozzy over at Terrificon this year, over at the Mohican.
Nice. Bro, try a place that opens up at 4 a.m. and doesn't close till 10 a.m.
Yeah, it was.
Look, Vin's over there literally taking notes like, okay, I have to bring I gotta bring a water bottle with me. I gotta bring a camel pack. I need
Is the Millennium Falcon done? Wait,
listen, I live in New York, so I got a place like that right down the block from me.
Hold the phone. The missus did the impossible. And the Millennium Falcon is complete, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Have your wife come in here and take a bow. Vin, come on.
She's right there.
Bring her.
Look, you're letting this man
take a bow.
Take a bow. You did it. Thank you.
Nice job. Nice. Is that like a Gen 1 Lego or what? Like what's the detail?
I think that's the third one. I think the second or third
one.
It's
the one with Finn and BB-8 and everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
The one I found
that's,
at the time when I bought it. So
That's
yeah.
super cool.
it opens up and everything.
hell yeah, dude. That's dope.
That's
Watch me
freaking-
drop this
dude,
right
that's-
now.
that's
Don't
super
drop.
cool, dude.
She will kill you.
Wow, that's the way to build those things. You get your
Yes.
significant other to build it for you.
Suit
Yeah,
up.
exactly. Exactly.
Yes. But no, that was the thing too. Like I miss the personal connections, but I really enjoy the personal conversations of the cons. So like I'm a person that's perfectly happy just like sitting at a booth and just having a deep conversation and shooting the shit, having a good meal. I love that. So for
I'm
me,
the same way.
I
that's
love making people do things they don't want to do and then pushing them past their human boundaries.
See,
No.
the problem is I
Vince
let
said,
you do
"Oh,
that.
no."
I let you do that a year ago, and now I've just come to the point of being like, no, you guys go. I've at least come to the point to where now at least I've been with Theo long enough that I can just be like, no.
No. But
No.
Phil's missed out on a couple now, guys. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
He knows he owes me now.
Yeah.
He
One.
knows he owes me a couple.
One.
Did you guys, I forgot to ask you. Did you bring a bottle of Lysol with you when you went to the con?
Who, me?
Yeah, because I needed like about 3 bottles of Lysol with me in my backpack when I was there because
No,
I'm
fucked up, dude. I
it
spit in
was
my hand half the
reeking
time
on
because I knew
that
people
second
would shake
floor.
it. You know?
on that second floor, it was reeking so bad. I was going up the escalator. I'm going up. All of a sudden, boom! I get punched in the face by like a odor punch, and then I almost fell down over everybody else that was behind me. It was so bad. And I literally started like at one point. I was literally. People were coming near me. I started spraying all around me, like Lysol and everything. One of my friends that was, dude, you're gonna offend somebody. I'm like, he's offending me, my nose every day. What the fuck is going on? It's getting language. It was getting bad. It was getting bad. I don't know why, and it was changing the days. One day the basement was smellier, and then one day the second floor was smelly. You had to pick and choose which one you were gonna go to.
It depends where the anime cosplayers were.
It was bad. It was worse this year, odor-wise, there than it's been. Like last year wasn't that bad. I think the ventilation didn't work. Maybe the pooping incident helped too.
Oh yeah, Phil, we were talking about this. One of these days, bro, we gotta go to New Orleans.
No, I still second that. I still second that. That's 100%.
Time it during a certain event. Wink, wink.
No, Mardi Gras. Yeah, we've had that conversation. It's got to be around Mardi Gras. That would be 100%. 100%.
Is that when it happens there?
I don't know if that's when it normally is timed, but if not, we would just make the purpose of going down there and even just going by comic book shops.
Well, I'm sure they have comic book shops open all the time. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why we're kind of like, even if there's not a convention, we'll make one.
Yeah, we'll find one.
We'll make it a convention for Mardi Gras. There's a reason for it.
So where's your next big stop? Where's the destination that you guys are gonna hit next? It's gonna be pretty dead for the next of the year. Next
Comic-Con, probably San Diego.
Probably. Oh, you're gonna wait all the way to San Diego to go again? No C2E2, no MegaCon, nothing like that.
Maybe, probably. Yeah, I think I'm going down to LA Comic-Con, but I don't count that as one because what?
Are you serious?
I'm thinking about it.
The 1 year I'm not gonna go, you're gonna go?
The 1 year Vince not going.
Yeah.
That's why he was just like bullshit.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going. Well, I'm honestly I'm thinking about going because that's the last time I get to go because my wife's due in like April. So MegaCon, C2E2, probably not.
They're too close.
San Diego is like that's probably doable. New York definitely. So I'll definitely be at New York.
Baby's pretty important, so
yeah, and I already got 3 kids, so leaving the wife, 3rd trimester, 3 babies. If you guys want there to still be a Rage Theo, then
I think there'll be somebody else raging
across a few states.
Yeah. If you get up and leave her, there's gonna be somebody else raging. It's not gonna be you.
Yeah, there won't be a rage. She'll be like, hey, whatever happened to that rage guy? I don't know. He hasn't been around in a long time.
Police reports are still looking for him too. Nobody's seen him. Yeah, I'll be at Grand Rapids.
Oh, Mighty Mike, you shouldn't have said that. Phil, look.
Motor City.
Phil, look.
Really?
I told you.
All right, Mighty Mike, you have to hit me up, bro. We'll talk.
That might actually get me to go there.
Right? Everybody's
just inspired the next New Orleans Comic-Con.
That's when you go to a con early or late to make sure it overlaps properly.
And by the way, guys, because it's been over 2 hours, we do got to get ready to cut this. If anybody has any questions, wants to jump on, say what's up, now is that time. Otherwise, again, we have locked down 2 more collections that we're going to be doing. Should be the beginning of next year.
Yep.
If anybody has any collections, knows of any, the $500 finder fee is still on the table. We will be pushing out an ad probably this weekend, so stay tuned. We'll have a giveaway for those that share. There's going to be some good shit in there, okay? So stay tuned to the page.
I would love to be able to help you. Unfortunately, here in New York, you're going to pay New York prices, and there's a problem with that. that's the problem.
We won't pay anything because we're just going to sell it.
Well, that's right. You're right. You're smart.
That's right. That's right.
I
had a conversation. Check this out, Phil, and everybody in the chat. You guys can hear this. This is a real quick story before we go. Phil, I was talking to a collection owner, and this is actually one of the guys that we were able to lock down. But he calls me, and literally he was like, "So if I get a big collection, why would I even want to share it with you?" Right? That's what he said. And this is what I want everybody to hear, because when I said this, he was like, "Yeah, no, duh. I think I have to." Right? So I was like, "Well, you can go ahead and take out a lot of money. You can be in debt, and you can buy all these books. But then you know what's even better is if you keep all the good stuff, you submit the stuff that you want to submit, and you let me and Phil come out there and sell the majority of everything else. You make back all your money and maybe a lot more, and we could potentially help with the invoicing and shipping. No fees, no tax. What's the problem?" And he goes, "Oh, so I don't have to sell everything?" I'm like, "They're your books, dude. What do you mean? You tell me what you want us to sell, and that's what we'll sell." He's like, "Oh, well, you didn't say all that. Well, sign me up." I'm like, "Well, no shit." So, guys, again, if you get a collection and you got like 5 AF-15s and you want to keep 4 of them or some shit, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. I'm not going to be upset.
We're not still planning on, it's whatever you want to sell. That's the main thing, is just getting the community, the people out there, giving them the chance to enjoy it. That's the main
our job is just to come there over a 2 or 3 day period and to sell as much shit as humanly possible. That's our job.
I might actually hit you up about that in the future. I got a couple of hoarders around me that have been desperately trying to do the eBay route. And
well, you can tell them
it's not working
our own horn, but we'll do more for them than eBay could do in a year.
We've actually had that. We've had people specifically that were over their heads in bulk inventory, and we do have the numbers to support. We've sold over $250,000 in comics in 3-4 sales. And we have also probably every single one of the sellers has been like, the best thing is just seeing the boxes, short boxes upon short boxes upon short boxes, and long boxes go. Is the bulk. Nobody's pretending like we're selling just individual AF-15s to hit those numbers. We're selling $20, $30 books, and books that everybody can afford. That's the main thing. And we're selling ones that are higher than that too. But absolutely, like, the main thing is, like, we're helping people move their collections. It's moving their collections. We're not here to just help them just sell 5 books. We're here to help them sell out all the crap that they're trying to get rid of, because other people are looking for those. They're looking for run fillers. They're looking for new things that they never had the opportunity to read because they've never been able to get that kind of a deal for the books. Or there's keys in there too. We're always the main thing is just getting them out in a community of people that actually want the books.
See, what you guys are doing is almost redefining the way the business is being done right now, because to some extent, you are comic book brokers.
Mm-hmm.
We're distribution specialists.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it as well. But by the clear definition of what a broker is, you're brokering a transaction between the seller and the buyer. And a lot of people, even though you do have some of these places where you could go send a co-assignment and stuff like that, you're hands-on with it. You're like hands-on broker.
Ain't nobody gonna come to your house and do what I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
There's a big difference. It's a big difference from what you guys do and what Ali does on Elite. It's just a big difference as far as the way you're approaching it. I think you might be starting something that's a lot different than been done in the past. I think it's a really good thing how you're going about it.
Well, we're doing it at their comfort too. We speak their language. We know where they're at. We're trying to. There's mental health with this too, and I know as much as we're and yes, Theo's great with the sales and things of that nature too. Approaching people as this is mental health. A lot of these people are affected in a very real way. These people are very often unhappy. They're worried to leave and go places. They don't know what's going on. They don't know how to connect with other people. And the collections are also so big, they can't connect with other people because the collection's in the way. People walk in and they see boxes everywhere and stuff everywhere. They're like, what the fuck is that? Where is this? It's just so hard mentally on some of these people too, that this is mental health. I mean, people don't understand it. They're just thinking like, oh, it's just money. Like there's people out there, guys, that don't have the opportunity to step out because they're so scared of either A, bringing people over and them seeing that part of their lives, or B, walking away from it and having the constant paranoia. Somebody's going to try and steal it. Somebody's going to try and take something. Somebody's going to try and do this. That is fucking real. And that weighs on these people in a way they don't understand.
The one thing to kind of give people some clarity and some comfort, if you are watching this or considering it, like Journey, like yourself, we've helped people that have inherited collections who didn't even know what they had, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so trust is a big thing. You're right. So the one thing that no matter why I say people can trust us when they do this is because we get paid off commission, so it's in our best interest to make you as much money as humanly possible. not to shade Joe. You see what I'm saying? So it's it's a win-win. It's a freaking win-win.
Yeah, we're not trying to take.
That's all I'm gonna say about that, though. But
we're not trying to take away from what the value of the things are. No, we're not trying to.
I think that's what's different. Is people that just try to buy outright the collection. They are.
Yeah,
but
yeah, there's a lot of FMV change on that. But yes, it is also 2.5 hours almost later. And I know Theo's got to get family to bed, and I've got.
Oh, they're already in bed. The wife already gave me the stink eye, so we.
You California, like me and Journey are over here, and it's coming up on 12:30, and Vin and you are out there just like.
Me and Vin are like video games, bagging and boarding, and TV shows still in my agenda.
No whatnot tonight.
We Monday night. We whatnot on Wednesdays.
I don't know. Maybe you're in the mood. You don't. Sometimes you jump on in the middle of the night and
I did get a small collection in the mail, so maybe.
I miss your packing videos on whatnot.
A lot of people have actually said that, and I think I might have to do that again.
But you gotta do it with the requesting, the music, because that one was fun. You let us request.
Oh, see, so now we're getting music requests. Now it's a Q&A. Now it's taking me 3 hours to wrap 10
free
packages.
Control of your Alexa.
Well, see, that's the reason why I stopped doing it, is because it was taking me longer to wrap than is needed, right? So an hour show, it'll take me. Yeah, I missed your 2 a.m. sale. Oh, come on, bro. Yeah, we just had a 15K giveaway stream. Where were you guys?
Well, guys, it was 100% real. Vin, Journey, gosh, guys, two of the most amazing guys in the industry and in our community joining us. We do sincerely appreciate it. You guys have a
Yeah,
lot
really
of heart.
quick,
A lot of
Ben,
entertainment.
where can people find you, man?
Yeah.
Oh, Instagram, TikTok, doing stupid dumb stuff, some dumb videos.
You do the TikTok?
Yeah, I the same name on TikTok, the same name on YouTube too. I start to upload my videos on YouTube one by one just to see what's up. You know.
This I have to see. I will.
What about you,
top
Journey?
follower.
Where can people find you?
Everywhere.
Okay,
Everywhere.
Just look at my blue face and Comic Journey, except on Instagram because it's new Comic Journey because somebody stole my identity there, and I have to be the new Comic Journey, not the regular Comic Journey. I'm the new Comic Journey. But anyway, say blue face, and I'm there.
I'll sell it back to you, Journey. I'll sell it back to you for the low price, $5,000. I wish I had it. I could just give it.
Hey,
to
happy
you,
birthday, Mike! Always a pleasure.
But I appreciate you guys having me on.
Always
a pleasure.
Always great, guys. But yeah, and that being said, everybody, thank you for joining. We sincerely appreciate it. Please give a follow. Please give a sub. If you are on Instagram, please follow Rage Theo Vinlar, New Comic Journey on Instagram. We do appreciate all of you that joined us, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. So, yeah.
Good night.
Until then.
Good night.
Tell your mom I said hi.
Oh yeah.